a goddamn folder in the named NPCs just for moon rats. So
Yes.
Whoa.
Oh my god, they're hamsters.
if they look like hamsters, they're not. They're rats.
Wait, what?
It's okay.
There's moon rats?
Well, it's from Hamtaro, so I mean it's the same thing.
Where?
I
Where?
literally based them on that. I saw no
Oh,
reason
there they
not to use the
are!
art.
Cute.
So there's that. Who wants to do a recap?
Not everybody at once.
Yeah, really.
You're telling me there's
I
only
could do
one
a
female
recap.
rat?
What'd you say, Charlie?
It's the Smurfs all over again.
There's always only one female rat.
No, there's more. There are other rats you have not unlocked yet.
Okay.
We gotta unlock rats.
Ooh.
Do we have to collect all of the gears and the gadgets and the totems?
I hope so.
All the musical notes. Recap. Anybody? Nobody?
Me. I could do it.
Okay, go for it.
Shittily, probably. Okay, so we start flashback with little Laz and Kala talking to their dad, who has a great voice. And then Laz goes off to not flashback, goes to talk to Lynette Hushman, the assistant coroner of Waterdeep, to get some questions out of the dead Greeley head. We find out he sold lots of metal mechanical things to the guild, locations of Zent warehouses to the guild, thrills being distributed on wagons, and that the stone everyone's looking for is something the Xanathar lost that the Zents stole. Back at the bar, Vivi, Oz, and Jem talk about feelings. King goes off to talk to Tanavast to give her the, I guess, smashed jaw Greeley head to not get in trouble, and gets a gem from her, and takes a new thing to look at the bait shop, which is the warehouse, safe house. Suspected safe house. Totally a safe house. There's no way it's not a safe house.
If it isn't, they just are very unfortunate.
Yes. Izo reported back to Radomir about what we did. We had a flashback, but it wasn't a flashback. It was a scary dream. And Gemheim had a fun dream with a bunch of Dionas in the court. It was adorable. Laz had a dream about needing forgiveness, and assume Shar talked to him.
Less adorable.
Yeah, less adorable. Oz asks for power from supposedly Shar, who is an owl in a dream. And King has a nightmare about looking down at people, and he gets told to unite them. So you're right. Scary dreams. Lots of scary dreams. Izo's the only one who didn't have scary dreams.
Slept like a baby.
And now it's Marpanoth the 22nd. And we head to the basement. This is a fun part. And solve the puzzle, finally. And find out there's an office. And lots and lots and lots of ledgers. Whoopee, reading, accounting. We're good at that. And we got some fun stuff down there. Yeah, that's where we are, basically.
Okay, good. So before you guys start going about your business, let's do some bookkeeping here, because we've still got magic items to distribute. I'll go ahead and show them here. We'll know who's got these. Boop. And there's treasure to divvy up.
Loud.
Put the volume down.
Yes, I know. I just reformatted, so all my shit is just reset.
Yeah. Was there also like a gym that could like record images and put them back?
Yeah, I've already put that under King. It's called dibs.
Mm-hmm.
And I called dibs on the thing that could just unlock doors and things.
It was like a stick.
It was like a chime or something. Oh, I called dibs on King's Claw.
No, no.
No.
Annabeth already got dibs on King's Claw.
I feel
Ooh,
like that this
damn.
I feel like this kind of consolidates the bonuses from all the different gyms so far. That's super
Mhm.
handy.
I'll take the bottle of smoke. That sounds like it's up my alley.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was in character.
I believe that.
Cool, I got a smoking bottle. What is that for? I don't know.
I'll take the Spy Master Quill.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you're the detective one. I feel like that fits you well.
Jim, I feel like you should have the mortar.
Well, yeah, classically, I am the one who carries the big guns, so
That makes sense.
that does make
I
sense.
could see it.
Vivi already has one big gun, and she's small. She is. I don't know. I don't want to doubt your strength, but I don't know if you could carry two big guns, or at least shoot both big guns effectively at the same time.
I mean, I could carry them at the same time. Could I shoot them both at the same time? Probably not. Not unless I had 4 arms. Could I make myself an extra set of arms?
Ooh. Hot.
So Jimheim is taking the Mesium mortar. Okay.
No, I think Vivi, you should probably have this. This is really not for me.
Interesting.
I had a bad experience with fire recently, and this kind of terrifies
I mean,
me.
are you sure this is? I mean, seriously, I have my big gun.
Oh, you know what? If somebody else wants the thing that unlocks doors, actually, I wouldn't mind taking it because I love the image of Izo swinging this out from under his coat like a sawed-off shotgun.
I'm okay with this.
In case he was not anymore in the mob.
Yeah, take it.
Do it.
All right.
It is a reckless and imprecise weapon, so Laz doesn't want it.
It doesn't say that anywhere here.
It's implied.
It is implied in the kind of weapon that it is.
Chime of opening now open. Now up for grabs. Anybody?
Well, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I mean, I can normally pick locks, but if I can make my life easier by just
Yeah,
using
I could also
why
pick
not?
Well,
locks.
maybe if you pick locks, maybe you should go to someone who doesn't pick locks.
I could pick
Well, that
locks.
was-
I could also blow up doors.
I like doors.
I can punch down doors.
And also, I
When-
should also let you, or just remind you that it can open stuff, but it can also open stuff at a distance. It can open things up to 120 feet away.
Oh, okay.
Holy shit.
Whatever.
but
I don't know.
Laz will kind of snatch it from the known thief.
You should give to Jimheim the unknown thief.
Closet thief.
Sure, I'll take it. I'll take it.
It could come in
And,
handy the next time you want to get into something that's potentially locked.
And you go, and I'll go, but I don't know. This, Oz, why don't you hold this for me, and I'll hand it over to Oz.
Wait, what do I get?
God
The
damn
chime.
it! Keep moving this thing around.
Wait, what did I get?
Hot potato.
The
hot
chime of
potato.
opening.
Oh.
Laz is just gonna shake his head.
I've got a lot of sneaky stuff on me. I have the cloak of Elvenkind, this bottle that makes smoke, chime of opening. I like it. Cool.
Okay. Okay, that stuff's distributed.
Wait. I want.
Okay.
Now let's get to. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I want to put my hand on Laz. Don't worry, Laz. I won't use this to steal anything. And then behind my back, I have like my fingers crossed, you know.
I feel like
I'm just
Laz
like
just
chuckling.
looks at you and he's like, "Sure, buddy."
Now let's get to the important stuff. What are we doing with all these drugs?
Well,
Drugs.
What if we sell them at our bar? You know how like you go to some
I don't think
places,
we should
restaurant.
publicly sell drugs
Well,
unless
we don't
you're
have to
not
No,
publicly
no, no,
selling
no, no, no,
drugs.
no, 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 no. We don't publicly sell them. You know how there's like secret menus when you go to restaurants?
Oh yeah. Like
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Like the 4x4.
Laz, stick his
Yeah.
fingers in the ears. I don't hear you. I don't
Right.
hear you.
We have a secret menu. Good idea? Bad idea? Money? I don't know.
I mean, we need money.
I need money.
I could even make
I'm
stuff.
right here. if you're going to plan on selling illicit drugs, at least do it. Wait for me to leave.
Hey, you're already part of this operation, Leia.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but you're cool, so.
You're screwed.
We don't want you to feel left out.
We sell booze, and that's like the same thing, nearly.
Yeah, it's the thing.
Hey. That is not okay. Where's my stash?
That drugs are illegal in this city, anyways. Was there a vote?
We all say yes, so yeah, that's the vote.
Is it?
Yeah, why not?
The new thrust campaign is let's trying to push legislation with Waterdeep to legalize drugs.
It's a great idea.
I'll add it to the
remember
list of plot points.
Just remember who came to this bar opening.
What?
This
Not
is
the Griffin.
Laz's nice.
Not the Griffin Cavalry.
This is Laz's subtle way of reminding you that there were some very important officials, like members of the government, who came to the bar opening.
Are you saying they don't do drugs? Come on, man. Everyone does drugs.
All nobles do drugs.
Your
They're
son was
probably
there.
Okay,
bored.
not all nobles, but like
And-
most nobles.
If I
The thing
catch
is with
any one of you selling any of this to my son, I swear to God, I will run you through myself.
the thing is they sell the drug or they buy the drugs and they do them, but they just they condemn everyone else from it and then lie that they don't do it.
Why though? It's kind of dumb. Might as well just.
Because
Everybody
they
does
get
it.
away with it. They're rich.
They want to hog all the drugs for themselves.
Because they're hypocrites. They just want to feel good about themselves.
I ask again, where did I put my stuff? My head hurts.
During this conversation, Gemheim is trying to just sneakily grab that pouch of honeydew and slip it into one of his bags.
You can give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
I have a passive perception of 12.
Nope.
Matches. Interesting.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Um,
How does the tiebreaker work?
I think it's basically your passive perception becomes a DC that he has to meet, just like any other DC. So, just barely, just like quick hand motion, grabs it, slaps it, puts it into his pocket.
Okay.
You just
Good
barely don't see it, Oz.
All right. 50 hits the good stuff.
Okay. Let me put a
Free
strike
drugs.
through that.
As we're
That's
talking
been
about selling
accounted
drugs.
Now when I make all those jokes about me smoking, I can actually be smoking.
One thing we definitely shouldn't sell, though, is the thrill. That seems to have a much more harsh effect than the other stuff.
What do you mean? Come
Oh
on.
yeah, definitely don't do that.
Wait,
Guys,
what's wrong with selling thrill?
The guys at the opera house, they can barely
I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole.
control themselves.
Yeah, but it's
Laz
not
will
us.
Take the thrill. Laz will take the thrill.
Hey! I'm gonna try to grab it from him.
I think.
What is
I
that
think-
going to be?
What's going
Thrill
on?
what our new bouncer was all hopped up on? Could barely function.
Dude, we can give
That
him
guy-
some.
Yeah, no, that makes it
That's a-
worse.
That's a terrible idea.
You sell drugs and you don't know how drugs work?
I very much know how drugs work. They get people to do things when they don't want to be done.
arguments destroyed with facts and logic.
Given the way this stuff works, given the state that we've found everyone in who's taken it, I'm gonna say no.
Come on.
I agree with Laz on this one.
I have to agree as well. As odd as it feels to say it.
Fine.
Yeah,
Alcohol's fine, but like hard drugs, no, man.
alcohol's pretty great. We can
Alcohol's
all
pretty
agree
great.
that alcohol's pretty great.
Anything's a hard drug if you do enough of it.
We
I
just
mean,
don't let it go
yeah,
stale.
but
So we're gonna sell the rest of this stuff. Is that
Well, I
right?
was thinking we should probably keep the salt, spices, and the mundane weapons back in the kitchen in case, we want to eat something or we need to arm a small mob. Bar stuff.
That's fair.
logic checks out.
Lies for the.
This conversation is devolving. Can Laz grab that potion of jump?
I don't hear anybody arguing for it.
Cool. Laz will take a potion of jump.
Okay.
I got stuff for that. It's not potion though. It's gum.
Say gum.
Yeah, gum. I have gum that can make you jump.
Yeah.
You can't have it though.
I've got a jump I need to ride here.
You know,
It's
Laz
not for
actually
you.
makes a sad puppy dog face.
the stuff we aren't taking, we can always just put in our basement here. And then, since we can open that up now and,
There's a giant pack right there. Why am I helping you?
Because you don't like us, obviously.
anything we're not, messing with, we could just put it down there and we could always use it later to build up the bar or whatever,
I mean, I think it would be good to sell some of this stuff. Let's see. So we'll put those salt and spices and weapons in the back. Can anybody do alchemy? I know you can do brewing, right, Laz? Iso?
I've dabbled with alchemy, just part of the like a scholarly skills I was taught back in Mestica. Do it as a little hobby from time to time, make little potions here and there.
Do you want these alchemy components?
Yes, it's been kind of expensive trying to experiment like I like to in my off time. I've never really had the clients for that, so that'd be quite handy actually.
Right. So maybe, and then Izo does brewing. Oz does herbalism, right?
Yeah, you could call it that. Yeah, you can call it.
And
Same
Vivi,
thing.
you're a bit of a tinkerer. Is that true?
I tinker from time to time.
All right, so let's just split up those components. Whoever can use them, take them. Does that work?
I'm way ahead of you.
I take them.
Genius and a scholar as always, Jim Heim, thank you.
Well, I know. And then what about these healing potions? Who wants the real good one?
Really, I would insist upon myself, but I feel like Izo's gonna end the rough of it more than most of us.
I can get up there. I wouldn't mind it either. I don't care who it goes to, really.
I can do that, so I mean, someone else can take it.
Yeah, I feel similarly.
Izo, do you want it or?
I was talking this whole time and I was muted. Sorry.
Oh,
Oh no!
I'm big. I none of you guys are trained to take a punch like I can. I'll take one of the small ones. One of you guys should take the big one.
I will take the big one.
Okay.
Big one for the small fry.
A big one for the small fry. Yes, I like it. Why?
Excuse
How
me?
about why don't King and Laz take the other 2 healing potions? Just since Vivi and I can cast the spells.
That sounds reasonable.
Do we just want to divvy up the loose coins?
Money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Money.
So that's I don't know
50
math.
each.
50 each. Oh, look who's coming in. My father thought I wouldn't make any money on my own, but look at me now. Okay.
God.
So
He
we
has
divvy
more
that
money
up.
than he's had in his entire life.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's probably made more money in this afternoon than he's ever seen. Certainly in this week.
Meanwhile, Jem's broker than he's ever been in his life.
Quick question. Was your plan to sell the various drugs?
Yeah, I don't really want any of the rest of them.
Through the bar.
Although the truth serum
Yeah.
might be nice to keep. I feel like truth serum could be useful.
Well, yeah, I classify the truth serum, goodnight kiss, and basic poison as actual poisons. You don't want to necessarily sell those like they're drugs.
Yeah, should we save the? I mean, I don't know about the. I guess poisons could be helpful. The truth serum sounds really good.
Yeah, what if
Should
we
we
get
save those 3?
If we get non-moon, if we get regular rats, not the moon ones, but the regular ones, we might want that poison.
Oh, good point. All right, so let's save the poisons and the truth serum, and then sell those drugs. I think we should have a big dance party and sell all that dance powder.
You did say non-moon rats, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Okay.
the regular ones, not you.
I feel like it's still kind of counts. I don't know. How do you feel about it?
No, I've been thinking rats in like a more metaphorical sense for them.
All right, well, sounds like a plan. We'll use those on the non-moon rats. So we'll save those poisons and the truth serum, and then we'll sell the rest of the drugs through the bar.
Okay. Would you guys like to basically have that invested back into the bar, or do you want to split up that money?
Once we get to getting next bar level.
You can invest it, yeah.
We should be pretty close.
Right now, you guys have 900 of the 2,000.
Pretty much funnel our drug money into the bar. That would be how much?
Yeah.
That would be, let's see,
225.
425.
I'd say yeah, that's pretty close, doesn't it?
No, I'm sorry, 475.
Yeah, my vote would be putting into the bar.
Yeah, mine as well. I want to build this place up. I don't know what that does, but I like it.
One thing it does is that once we get to the next stronghold ring, instead of getting 100 gold split between us on each tin, we'll get 200 gold split between us.
Ooh, yeah.
I want to get our bar up to the level where it gains feet and can walk around.
True. Let's do that.
We just need a green gemstone.
I mean, I can work on that,
Charlie.
but it might take a while.
Yeah, we need a green gemstone. Are there any wineries nearby that we can steal a green gemstone
Wrong
from?
campaign.
I'm pretty sure I can exchange equipment between my characters.
This is not World of Warcraft. Nice try.
Yeah, all you have to do is put it in your treasure chest, and
King's
you can
moving
find that in any
bar.
city.
King's moving bar.
I think
Oh my
we just
God,
need
thinking
some
about
kind of
that.
fire spirit.
Yeah, that would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I mean, we'll need to do that whenever we end up destroying the city. We need to keep moving on.
And
No,
the
we can't take the bar outside the city. There's no Griffin cavalry out there. Some dragon will come along and eat our bar.
Then Vivaldi makes some
Not if we pay him. Maybe.
Smoke powder being stored in the basement.
Smoke powder? Isn't the one that I got?
No, the smoke powder
no.
is like gunpowder. Yes,
Oh,
let's
that was-
store that in the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when it blows up,
This is
we
the-
know what.
Yeah, jeez. We got a big bomb in our bar.
We'll store it next to all the
That's a good plot point.
We'll store it next to all the fragile and important documents we're researching.
Lovely.
Yes, let's store the
What?
black powder next to the thing that can randomly spawn fire elementals.
You should also probably put some fertilizer next to it. That sounds like a good idea too.
And
Bunch
start
of some-
cooking next to it.
Yeah.
Honestly, don't know
Skill
where
level.
else in the
Over it
bar
with
we
a
would
candle.
store it.
Does anybody want a living mask?
What?
Is it a good,
I'm not touching that.
conversationalist?
No.
Then no.
Does it talk? What the fuck does it make a living at? What?
So hang on. I'll bring up the sheet for it. Oop.
What does it do?
So it is a jar of jelly that you can apply to any part of your body, and for the next minute you can actually shape it and mold it. After a minute, it hardens and becomes it becomes a mask or a prosthetic of some kind. It'll stay like that until it's exposed to sunlight or until you rip it off.
Are you saying I could have a giant dick?
In theory, yes.
I'm taking.
Josh, I just have a quick question.
Yes.
Is the barrels of smoke powder, are they unmarked?
Yeah, they would be.
Are they roughly the same size as a beer keg?
Yes, they would be.
Then I actually suggest, instead of putting them down there with all the documents, we put them in our back room and we put them on the bottom of our stack of barrels so they just look like other beer barrels.
Okay.
Would there be a risk of like getting damp being next to, or
Or the gnolls accidentally serving it to customers.
That's why we keep it on the bottom and we keep everything well stocked. It'll be okay. Hide it in plain sight, and then Izo taps the side of his head.
we could put a a name on it, on like a, call it something like pretend it's a liquor that is too expensive for anyone to order. That way it doesn't get ordered.
You're right.
Ooh, don't sell.
No, that means
Still-
someone will order it. What are you talking about?
Don't sell. Still aging.
That'll work.
Yes.
They can't
Good,
explode
good.
us if we explode ourselves. And then I also tap my head.
Or
You're
you
so
right.
smart. You're both so smart. I'm glad to have friends like you.
Question about the component. So I think they all have a gold value to them. My assumption on seeing this is that like for like kind of like the end of day like crafting stuff we can take from that kind of pool for the cost on those is what I'm assuming those are for.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. That's pretty much everything. So we'll say you guys store the paper birds and the vials of poison down there with the mundane weapons and spices and all that stuff for future use if need be.
No, Oz, you took the living masks, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Laz weirded out by it.
And a dream lily is a drug and goodnight kiss is a poison, correct?
Correct.
So
Goodnight
we
Kiss is
sold
a-
Dream Lily, right?
That is the assumption I'm making, yeah.
Yeah. Great. So we just have the basic poison, the Goodnight Kiss, Truth Serum, and paper birds are all
Right.
stored here. All stored at the bar for use if needed.
Okay. So, with that out of the way, let's see here. Who do I have in my notes? Lazarus and Izo, you guys have some stops you want to make today?
Blackstaff. Right?
Okay.
I think. I don't remember.
Blackstaff.
Blackstaff.
Okay. So you guys head out over to Blackstaff Tower. When you arrive, you are. Let's see. That's right. You have the Greeley head. That's what's going on here. Okay. Yep. So you head back to Blackstaff
No, we
Tower.
don't. We don't have the head.
Oh no
We
no
just
no
have to
no no
tell
no!
what
You're
we
just
found
giving
out.
your report. That's right. Sorry, my notes are discombobulated here.
And tell her
Okay,
about the
yeah.
giant frogs and the
Right.
sewers.
Yeah. So you head to Blackstaff Tower. You're made to sit out in a little sort of a waiting room out front of her office because you can hear on the other side of the door. She's having some sort of very loud conversation with somebody. Her secretary is sitting there, just sort of shuffling papers, and occasionally sort of winces when she hears Vajra Safar yell something. Eventually, the door opens, and a woman. Let's see. This woman sort of motions for you to come in with her thumb. She's like, "Come on." Safar, as you walk in, is in the middle, or is just now finishing up a conversation with a hooded figure. They're wearing this long gray cloak that obscures their body and a hood that hides their face. You'd probably recognize you would recognize a masked lord's regalia when you see it. But she's having a conversation with this person whose image is appearing inside of a 6 foot tall mirror. And as she's finishing it up, she just sort of waves a hand and the image disappears from the mirror. She rubs her temples and sits down. Please tell me you have good news.
Yes, ma'am.
Medium news. The mission was complicated. There were other factions involved, but we were able to get some information.
Okay.
And Greeley's dead.
He's dead?
Yes, ma'am.
Last flinches.
She rubs her temples again, as if I don't have enough problems today. Okay. She looks at Lazarus and claps her hands together. I thought I said to bring him in alive.
He went somewhere I was unable to follow.
There was complications. Look, we took.
Just Izo and
Oh.
Laz.
My bad.
He
He got
underneath his hat.
he got
He just
killed.
snuck in.
He got himself killed before we could get him.
Laz is going to try to motion to Izo to let him do the talking.
Izo just kind of shrugs, but
They
it's
were-
quiet.
When we got there were both Guild and Zentarum agents.
I
As
don't
well
want
as
your
Har-
excuses, Wolf. Don't care. Point is, we don't have Greeley. Did you bring his head?
No, but I was able to interrogate the head before I lost it.
How did you lose the head? You see she like clenches her fists.
Izo looks up at the ceiling.
I made a mistake.
Clearly, she leans back in her chair.
I
The
was
masked
able to-
lords. Oh, just go. You try to say something, but she leans in and she points at the mirror that she was just talking to. The Masked Lords are on my ass for results. Greeley was going to be results. Right now, I've got Silverhand breathing down my neck, questioning every move I make. If I can't get results, she looks better. Her points reach their ears. This is not good for me. What's not good for me is not good for the Greyhounds.
Will the re-election campaign not go well?
I don't know if it helps, but we do have those giant frogs he was using to get all over the city quite fast.
Laz.
Her brow
Again?
furrows and she stares at you. Okay. Looks back at Lazarus. Okay, fine. Give me whatever information you have.
Laz is going to start sort of cycling through the information that the Greeley head gave. He's also going to be filling in the gaps with things that he has been able to learn through his own investigation, like that the thrill is coming in through the docks. But by the end of it, he will have basically told her what Greeley had said about the guild and the Zents, and basically recounted everything.
Izo's gonna chime in. Don't forget the fish people, the kowtows.
The Kowtows. You mean
Uatoa.
Kuatoa?
Oh, cool. Kawa.
Cowabunga.
dude.
Uatoa.
Do you mention the stone?
Hmm?
You mentioned the stone?
Yes, I did mention the stone
Okay.
because specifically because both sides had been making moves toward it.
Do we know what this stone is?
Only that it's something that Xanathar lost.
Well, it sounds like it's very important.
Agreed.
I'm going to give you two a new job. Try not to screw this one up. This stone sounds important. Find it, and bring it here. With that, we might be able to get some more information. Or at the very least, we might be able to lure one of these two parties into a trap.
Yes, ma'am.
She'll look over at Izo. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Does this mean I'm still on probation?
Laz flinches again.
You did get some information. Fine. You are a junior member of the Greyhound. You will continue to serve, and she'll point to Lazarus, under Inspector Wolf. Follow his orders, follow his leads, bring that stone, and we can talk about perhaps getting you an independent assignment.
Force Gray, here I come. And Izo does a very sloppy, his version of what he thinks a salute looks like.
Apollonia off in the corner just sort of snorts.
Oh, she's been in here the whole time?
Yeah, she's been standing by the door.
Oh, damn. Izo wilts a little bit.
You're both dismissed.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And Laz will hastily move to the door.
As you guys leave, Apollonia will follow you out and close the door behind her in the waiting room. As you guys are heading out, she'll say to you guys, if you want that promotion, I suggest you don't screw any of this up. Silverhand's trying to take over the Greyhand. If she does that, whatever Safar gives you isn't going to really matter.
Yes, ma'am, Commander. I'm a big fan.
Laz just nods.
She'll head off. So that was you two. I know you have other things you're independently planning on doing. We'll get to those. Oz and King, did you guys have plans today?
Maybe. Forgot if they did.
We will kind of do some stakeouts on the finish shop and see if we can, glean some patterns. Maybe spot what's his face.
Mhm.
Dazzle, Star,
Deville?
DeVille Starsong.
Corella
Deville,
Deville?
Starsong.
Corella?
Yeah, especially spot Deville entering there again.
Thanks.
So Oz, I know you've been looking for a Zint information, or are you done
You
with
know what I'm looking for? And I take out my rapier. I'm looking for how the hell this thing works.
Wait, still haven't figured that thing out? I thought it just gonna poke things.
Start whooshing around.
Well, what did you do to get it to start working last time?
Let's think. I was bloodthirsty crazy. I was casting spells.
Did you kill someone?
I think it was kind of working a little bit before then. I'm not entirely sure what exactly it was. I definitely did cast a spell and I was moving fast as hell. I was zippity zapping and all around that area. I don't know if that had to do with it, but
Once you move fast enough, it turns on. Can we get you on a wagon real quick?
let's do it.
I probably got some rockets somewhere.
Speaking of, Owlbear race.
Yeah, when is that? Like a month from now?
Yeah, like 3 years from now.
Something like that.
Oh, it's not that long. It's only a month. That'll be gone like that.
So, I figure we have several options at our hands, at our fingertips.
Pigs,
We
set a
can-
reminder for 1 month later for Owlbell race.
Noted! You now have 25 days until the Owlbear Grand Prix.
Thanks, Pigs.
So, Oz, I believe
You now have 25 days until the Owlbear Grand Prix.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pigs.
Thanks, pigs.
So, Oz, I believe as we were on the Owlbear races, you had sweet talked Kalini a bit.
Oh yeah. Wait, you were there.
Anything else we gotta
right?
do?
Kaylani. Yeah.
Kaylani.
You want to say her name right? She might get offended.
I think I fell on my head back in the sewer, so name pronunciations turned like a leapy for a bit. Yeah, so I believe we got something ironed out with her, or we can use her Owlbear in the ring. Anything else we gotta do on the episode?
Yeah, we
Make-
talked with her. She's like, "Cool, yeah, you can do it."
But also, didn't someone tell us that our owlbear was pretty shitty?
You know, it's
I don't
not
think they
about
said
the
that.
size of the owl bear. It's about how you use it. That's what I heard.
You mentioned it to Laryl Silverhand, and she winced when you said that.
If we give it enough drugs and rocket boosters, I mean,
Yeah. Do we have any drug? Oh, what if we give it some dance powder?
Yo,
I
if this
actually
owl
And I
really
don't
bear
think
high
they'll
as
be racing
hell.
anyway.
Wait a second. Wait a second. We can't get the owl bear high. Like, what if it has a bad reaction and it dies or something?
Well, that would be pretty sad, but it would also be a great story.
And
No,
then
that-
Kaylani would be really pissed off.
Yeah, that's her
Well,
owl bear. I can't do it.
yeah.
I promised her that I would keep the owl bear safe.
Okay, promises. All right, fair enough.
Anyway, that's like fucking a month from now. We'll figure that out
You
later,
have
right?
25 days until the Owlbear Grand Prix.
Right.
25
Is there any
days
way
from
we
now.
could like make him do less notifications? Can you turn off notifications on peaks?
No!
No,
Maybe just do badges or banners or something.
there is no silent mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
He turned it off himself.
yo, let's just steal some shit. What are we doing?
didn't Amos say that his old master, the Major Sword, we could go check him out?
What are you doing? I don't.
Wait, I think there was a lead on this the thing that I'm holding. What was that lead again? Something. There was like a guy who
Yeah,
like made it.
Yeah, the man who made it. He was the old master of one of our neighbors, and I think he told us where the shop is.
Right. Where? God, where was that
Seaward?
shop?
Somewhat fancy, I believe. One of the more upper crust places of this town.
Probably Seaward. I feel like that was a thing.
Did we go there yet?
No.
No.
I want to go there today.
After that, what do you feel about going back towards that where that bait shop was, and maybe conning some more money out of those clowns?
It's a great idea. Let's do that as well. Anybody else want to come?
Sure, I'll stick around. I'll stick with you folks.
And what about you?
I mean, I don't really want to go back to the City of Dead by myself. So,
I'll go with you on that actually. If you
Well, we can
That's
do that
where you're
afterward.
I mean,
We can all
I'd have to
stick
go.
together.
I'm gonna go ask Lady Castle Enter this time, but yeah, I'm not just gonna like waltz in and sneak in like we did last time. Is a bad idea.
yeah, I'd be happy to join you on that trip. Actually, that seems more up my alley than talking to some
Clowns.
sword maker.
Oh,
Clowns.
I thought that you were going with the clowns.
We were the sword
I don't
maker,
know.
and then we were the clowns afterwards. And as nice
Okay,
as
well, actually, clowns sound pretty good to me. But okay, no, I owe it to Osvaldo. I'll go with you
Again,
again.
we
Yes,
literally just were
I was a
there
little
like
I was a little out of
less
sorts.
than a day ago.
Yes.
Well, I mean, why can't we just all stick together? We can do all these things. There's enough day in the day,
I don't know.
right?
It'd probably be weird if like all of us went to his grave.
What are you trying to say?
I mean,
mean,
you don't know him.
it's a pretty open. I'm down for kind of
He's our
hanging
friend.
around.
Jim, speak for me. Vouch for me. Wouldn't I be a great asset to whatever the hell you guys are doing right now?
Not necessarily.
I'm
Damn
sure
it.
Osvaldo would get along great with Oz. I mean, they're Osvaldo,
Yeah, it's like the same name.
basically.
I will say that once the that Castellante lady shows up, I am not going to be around because I think she hates me.
That's a good idea. I mean, I wasn't gonna have her show up. I was gonna show up to her door.
I'm going to be
Who's
very
Osvaldo?
busy from that door myself.
Our friend from school.
What are you
Oh,
hoping
right.
to get there that we didn't get last time, Phoebe?
I don't know.
She's hoping to get a clue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
Do you haven't?
Probably more nightmares like she had last night.
Ben, how dare you say this?
Look, Ben, you
Sit
just
there
want to go
gnashing
with
teeth.
us.
What?
You just want to go with us, Ben.
No.
Right? Yeah, you do.
No.
You said
No.
you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't.
Ben, what the
No.
hell is
Uh-huh.
what the hell's coming out your backside right now? What, Ben?
What? What?
Oh, never mind. I read that wrong.
Cool, Ben. So you want to go with us?
Not pooping. How do I reach these keys?
I mean, come on, Ben. Did you at least have like a baggie for that?
No, come on, we just polished that floor.
We're just fucking with you, Ben. But I mean, you can hop in my bag if you want to come along.
Stares at your bag.
Okay.
Fine,
Well,
he hops in.
Ooh. See, comfy. There's lots of cheese in there.
Yeah, I found some.
Good luck finding all of it.
Mission or challenge accepted.
Okay, well he'll be there. But anyway, yeah, no, I don't know what I gotta get there. Besides, I feel like I need to go back there for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what else I could get from it.
What was specifically in your dream?
Osvaldo told me to join him.
So maybe we need to like cuddle.
It'd be really weird. But yeah.
Yeah. Him and I cuddled once. It was pretty nice.
Mm.
Isn't that friend of yours the dead one?
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, what? It's like a fetish? What the fuck?
No.
You're gonna cuddle with a corpse?
No.
Yeah, Ben. That's what I think. The fuck?
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll get to it. We could do it later, I guess. It's not that important, I guess. We could go together to do the. Let's go check out the Smith guy. I'm sure he's cool.
That's what I'm saying. Let's go, guys. And I march off.
Yep. So you guys head out into the misty streets of Waterdeep. After the heavy rainstorm yesterday, the streets are very foggy and whatnot. And as you guys start making your way up to Seaward, that's going to take you some time. Izo, I remember when that conversation came up about visiting the blacksmith in question, that you
Yeah.
said you wanted to go.
I
Be there
did
for
want
that?
to go. Yeah.
Okay, so what we could say is you guys bump into your companions on the way up to Seaward, and if you guys want to all join together, if you want to break into a new group or something like that, you can do so.
Join together.
Laz is actually going to be dropping off some jewelry.
Okay, so heading in the same direction anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah, all our journeys start at Seaward right now, so
It's true.
So let's see. Pass by House Moreau.
Can we
Do
link
you want to
arms
do
and
anything
skip
in
down the
particular
street?
when you drop off the jewelry, Laz?
Yes. Wait, I'm sorry. Can you say that again?
Did you want to do anything like in particular, or did you want to like do you need a scene for that or what?
Oh, for the
No,
Moreaus.
no.
Yeah.
I'm actually not going to the Moreaus. I'm going.
Oh.
Yes, I'm going to drop it off with my new employer.
Oh, the
I don't
Waviers.
re-
Okay.
Yes.
Like it's hot.
I would prefer to drop it off with the Waviers because I don't want to interact with Mr. Moreau if I don't have to. He's an unpleasant man.
I don't know what you're talking about, but sure. Okay. I mean, do you need a scene for that then?
No.
You can drop it off. We'll say Cassandra's there. She takes it and is extremely thankful when it shows up. She makes a remark that it's unfortunate that it is that you found it when you did right after Helena's already gone to the papers bitching about it. As you can see, she apparently went to the papers yesterday, and has outed this black viper that's been terrorizing Seaward. It had not been making the papers; it had been sort of suppressed by the Watch up to that point for some reason, but now because of her, it's gotten out, and the papers are kind of having a field day with it.
Great.
Otherwise, you guys get up to I believe is it Troll Kill Street? Troll Kill Street, yeah. Such a lovely name. And following the directions that were given to you by Wash, you are able to find this small little blacksmith shop. It has no name or any sort of signage out front. In fact, without the specific address, you you doubt you'd have even been able to find this place. But before you guys go and visit that, let's take a 5-minute break.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Good idea.
Whee!
It is crazy to me how much we can just talk in character for hours on end
Yeah, I
and not
mean,
really do anything.
I could literally do that whole game.
Towards the beginning of the campaign, when I was trying to do the voice a little too gruff, was a little harder. But now it's a lot more natural.
You guys spent like 40 minutes of the session before last just talking in character. So I don't want to hear a bunch of shit about how Owlbear Race is 3 years away.
Well,
Well, it's not your
Shut the
fault.
fuck
It's
up.
not your fault. It's not your fault.
It's not.
well,
And
and
we're
even
okay with it.
Yeah.
yeah, and even you were like, okay, let's just quickly like divvy up this loot before we start. And we're like, okay, let's have a long in character debate about where everything goes and what it's used for.
I don't intend to do that. It just turns into that.
Yeah. No, it's
The
great.
other game too. We just kind of we want to act out everything because we're nerds.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Luckily we're all into it, so it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Isn't that the point of D&D? To have fun.
No, man, it's to kill monsters, get loot.
Wait, what?
It's about getting loot, leveling up.
Huh? What?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
yeah, dude.
That doesn't sound.
We spent like a whole bunch of time at the beginning getting loot. That's what it's about.
That's what it's about.
What?
Sounds made
Yeah.
up.
Nah. It's about talking. About
Your feelings.
I mean, I talk in character out of game, so all the
That's how
time.
you know you're a real nerd.
Here you go. That's yours. Now I can pick a song. Whee! Okay. It's good to know that you're alive, Eric.
It's good to be alive.
You scared me.
Yeah, we were freaking out.
You know, I tried to call you.
No.
Yeah, you didn't answer.
Do you have my number?
I got it from Joe. Yeah.
Magic.
That's how I got it.
Yes.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Where did you call from? I don't think I got your call.
805.
It's an 805 number. California.
Oh. You got your phone in California, huh?
Well, I used to live there.
He
yeah.
was born in the Californias.
Born
Oh,
and
wow.
raised. You didn't know that?
No. You know I'm
Yeah.
from California.
I do.
He found out.
I know you're there right now. I called your
no,
phone
No.
and it had
North Carolina.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm in
what?
North Carolina right now. That's my
Oh.
younger sister.
Oh, I know that some of your family's in California. I
Yeah.
assumed.
Yeah.
My bad. What was I
No,
talking
no.
about?
I'm like,
Numbers calling.
is somebody else from North Carolina too? Is that where Josh is from?
I'm not from North
Virginia.
Carolina. How dare you?
I'm from South Carolina, but I now live in Virginia.
I know y'all are out east somewhere.
Out east somewhere.
Out what?
It's
On
all the
east
same
side.
thing. Wait, where are
Okay.
you from? Kyle?
Texas.
Wait, you're Texas?
Hey, you didn't know that?
You didn't know that?
I don't remember, man.
I didn't know that.
We literally
I
talk
don't-
about
I
these
don't-
things all the time.
I don't interact with you people except once a week, every week for the past 3 years.
Well, more like I just hear it and it's like just not something I
Whoosh.
consider very important, and so just
It goes in one ear, out the other.
exactly.
Yeah, because we're not important. I got you. It's fine.
No,
The accent isn't
small
very
details are
though.
important. There are beautiful things about each one of you that I love.
Name 5 for each of us.
Go.
And be specific.
Your character has a big hat.
We need to do more sneaking Oz into places underneath Izzo's hat. I feel we don't do that enough forever.
Under his hat. I don't think I can
I
fit
could-
in his hat.
I don't
I
think
could
it
probably
could
fit
in
Oz in a
that.
pocket though. I bet I have a pocket big enough to put Oz in.
That's racism.
You've got one apparently for a museum mortar, so I feel like Oz could definitely fit in a pocket.
I mean, Oz is
no.
a larger than average goblin.
Am I?
Yes,
Oh,
Yeah, you're
cool.
4 foot tall, right?
I don't know.
sure.
I don't keep track of these things.
Who?
It's details. He
Who
doesn't
the
care about the
fuck is Oz?
details.
Yeah, I am 4 foot tall. Is that tall?
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
that is
that's
pretty
at
tall.
that's
For a
at the high
goblin.
end of goblin. Yeah.
Here's a picture of what I think that would look like.
Wait, where did you post it somewhere?
Top topic.
I've seen
I
that.
swear we'll get back to the game here in just a sec. Because that reminded me of something.
That's
That's,
incredible.
That's too incredible to not share. There it is.
Hmm.
Where is it? There it is. There we go. True business attire.
Perfect. They'll never know.
They'll never know.
Keep
Just
your
hope it's
wife
not a
as
strong
close.
wind.
Yeah.
Well, then it becomes a conversation piece. So, anyway, you guys arrive
how-
at this blacksmith shop. You hear the banging of a hammer on metal as you knock on the door and push your way in. You come into this poorly organized little front room where he has a couple of suits of armor on displays, but they're not full suits of armor. It's mostly just sort of pieces of a set, and a wide number of weaponry, mostly swords, on the walls. And you can see, working the forge in the back, is this guy.
Whoa. I want to be that guy's friend.
I like how organized this all is. My kind of workshop.
Cool.
As you guys come in, he looks up, snorts, goes back to banging.
Yo!
What do you want?
I heard you make things.
What
weapons.
gave that away? And he pulls up a sword that's glowing cherry red.
The
Quenches it.
smell, the atmosphere. Look, I have something here, and I think you may have made it. And I take out the rapier.
He
I'm like
looks
walking
at-
around staring at all the tools and going
Mhm.
to almost touch them.
He doesn't stop you. He looks at the sword that you're holding up, Oz.
Mm-hmm.
Snorts. Yep, that's one of mine.
Nice.
What about it?
Yeah, what does it do? Cause it's not working right. And then I kind of like swing it around. It's kind of like heavy.
If you don't know, it's on you. It's working just fine, though. Goes back to hammering.
Okay, but like it's magical, right?
In a sense, yeah.
So is there like a magic word that I gotta speak to make it work, or what's going on?
You don't know?
No.
That's on you.
Right. That's why I'm here. I'm trying to figure that out. So, do you want money, or what are you looking for?
He'll put his put his hammer down and he'll walk up to you, staring down at you. Then he'll reach down and sort of just feel your sleeve.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Looks at your shoes, your hat.
Looking pretty good, huh? I wink at him.
Look like any other fancy boy who comes in here asking for a
Whoa.
pretty sword.
Whoa. I ain't just not any fancy boy. Name's Oz Blueblood. Nice to meet you. And I just follow me.
Spark and Wash sent us.
Unless you're the wrong person. Because, I thought Spark and Wash would send us someone more.
Those two. Sending
What?
people up here to me, they ought to know better.
Look, I felt this thing. It did
Especially
some-
fancy boys.
Oh. Well, I ain't. What's fancy? I'm fancy. Am I fancy? I don't know.
I mean, obviously, you don't think it's as fancy as myself or Jim over here, do you? I mean, it's ludicrous.
I mean, you're like a little bit fancy as I'm like staring at a giant hammer.
I'm kind of fancy.
But
What's
not
wrong
like,
with being fancy?
Could be fancier.
No one likes a fancy lad.
He
Well,
looks over.
fancier.
He looks over at Jim and King. They're fancier. Usually, I get types like them.
Much fancier, yep.
Thank you.
So, in order to make the sword work, I have to be less fancy.
God, you're dumb too.
Well,
Most
that-
fancy folk are. Yes.
Look, I felt this thing, right? It definitely did something when I did something. But there's more to it, and I know there is.
Boy, that there's a sword. A sword I made.
More like a rapier, but yeah, keep going.
A rapier's a type of sword.
Semantics.
Do you even know how to use a rapier? Have you even
Crazy.
thought about it?
Yeah, you just like swing it and shit. Stab people.
You want to know why it doesn't work for you? Because you don't understand it. My swords always work. You got that, little man? They
Well, then-
always work.
Ah,
If you aren't good enough to use one, that's on you. The sword knows its owner. Got that?
Oh.
I make these swords with my own hands, in my own forge.
Yeah.
I make them with my own sweat and my own blood. I put a little bit of my soul into every piece I make. That's what makes me the best, and that's what makes that sword a real sword. You got that? You think you could buy a piece of a man's soul with gold, huh? How much did you pay for that thing anyway?
I don't remember a lot.
You think you can just come in here and pay me money and think it makes you a swordsman? Makes you worthy of that thing? You've never even stopped to think about what the sword wants. What does a rapier want to do?
Kill people.
You're an idiot. Give it to me.
No! Wait, this is my sword!
No, let me see it.
Okay. Oh.
Hand it
hold
over to
up.
him, I assume?
Yeah, I'll hand it. Yeah, I'll hand it over.
Okay. He'll push past you and head out his back door into a little practice yard he's got. There's a little tree and a dummy set on the far side of the yard. Everything is still damp from the rain yesterday. It's a little bit misty out, but he'll stand at the edge of the yard closest to you, and he'll point the sword over to the dummy. He'll take a deep breath, close his eyes, and after a few seconds, he exhales. And then lowers the sword, turns back around, and starts walking back to you. And when he does, you notice that dummy on the far side of the yard splits in two. And then he hands the sword back to you. Sword works fine.
Whoa, Oz, why can't you do that?
Yeah,
Hey!
Oz.
Whoa.
What? the hell?
All of you can roll me a perception check real quick.
All right, you got it.
That's about right.
Where the fuck is that?
That's appropriate.
Ooh,
Five.
that's definitely about right.
Yeah,
that seems all accurate. All of
Yeah.
that is accurate.
So most of you, Vivi, you see like a blur of motion, but Jim, Izo, Laz, you guys see. King, you also see a blur of motion. But the three of you see in a little bit of an instance there, split second, blink of an eye, you saw water from the ground shoot up and slice that thing in half from across the yard. It looked like the dagger, or it looked like the rapier controlled the water in some way, shape, or form. Oz, you just see the dummy fall.
You see,
Whoa.
Oz, you just gotta move fast. We
He's
gotta
fast.
hook some rockets on you and make you move fast.
Well, that's interesting.
This guy makes cool stuff.
So what you're saying is I must become one with your soul.
With the sword, but yeah.
Right. The sword. Which is your soul.
I put a piece of it into it. Any inventor does. Any maker does. A sword's like a child, but
So if
but
you like-
even more intimate.
Can confirm.
Interesting. So if you die and I do like a elaborate ritual, I could possibly bring you back.
No, I don't think that's how that works.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Mr.
Taka.
I'm.
Mhm.
You're not much of a Taka.
The other two made that joke to me one time. You see him working here anymore?
It's an honor to meet you, sir.
Agree, there's an interesting experience. Question though, do you have any family in the city? I feel like I've seen someone who looks just like you before.
What's that supposed to mean?
I'm just, just wondering if you have any family in the city. Just like, us.
You saying turtles look the same to you?
No, I'm just saying there's not many turtles in the city.
There are other turtles in the city.
Ask if you're related to any of them.
No.
Okay, I was just gonna get a gift basket ready, but never mind.
He looks down at Oz. Think
Yo.
about what a rapier wants. How does it work? Once you figure that out, maybe it'll tell you its name.
Maybe
But
you
then
should talk
again,
to
that
someone
was
who's
always
good
a
at fencing.
problem, child.
Really?
What'd you say, Vivi?
Oz, maybe you should talk to someone who's good at fencing.
I know a couple fences.
That's great.
That was probably like the best
Right.
in-character joke. This most appropriate in-character joke I've heard in a long time.
That's perfect.
Yes, of course. I will think of this. Thank you, Taka, for your wisdom. My quest begins. Hey guys, you guys want to do anything over here? You guys want to buy something? Or, I don't know.
Taka. You don't. You haven't happen. You don't happen to make knuckles, do ya?
No. No.
Okay.
I make swords. And occasionally other things. But not knuckles.
Like
Does
what
anybody
kind
else?
of? Like what kind of other things?
He'll point to one of his hammers on the wall, a couple of war picks.
Ooh.
One time I got a crazy idea in my head of making a spear. I crushed that dream. Broke into little pieces. Stupid idea.
I held up the one
I mean, wouldn't it
knuckles
be like a
that
sword with a really long handle?
that Wash and Spark made for me. I was like, I like getting in close.
I mean, you could do that with a sword.
Closer.
Dagger?
A dagger.
A hammer.
Oh,
We just
shit.
put tiny little swords on each of the knuckles, if you know.
Spiky armor.
A toothbrush.
Can't help ya, kid.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Les, what do you use?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Now,
I
now you
can't
can.
now.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I've been having sound trouble. Laz will actually pull out his rapier.
He's got rape.
And
Rapier buddies.
holster it again.
Nice. You got another one of these? I'm such a fucking asshole. Does the
Disrespect an artist for.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you talking to me or were you talking to Lad?
yeah, I was talking to you. I said, do you have
Oh,
another
okay.
one of these?
In
reference to rapier.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he points to a couple of other rapiers on the wall.
Ooh, Laz, you could get a special rapier.
Not exactly on my salary.
All you gotta do is prove your soul worth to his soul.
No,
Come on,
no,
Laz.
these swords cost money.
Oh,
I still have to eat.
well, you know, we tried, Liz.
I didn't say I approve of people buying swords.
He disapproves of fancy lads buying swords.
Laz, are you fancy?
Do
Do a twirl. Do a twirl. Come on. Let's see. Can you strut it?
Shake
Strut
that
it.
ass.
Straight.
I imagine he's just standing there, like not doing anything.
Come on. Come on, strut it. Strut it.
Stare.
I say we give
goading him.
a makeover.
Do you see what I have to deal with?
Taka just sort of nods. Goes back to his work.
Okay, this was a fun field trip.
One more question, though. Speaking of fancy lads, who did you sell the rapier to originally? Just curious.
Ooh, great question.
He hammers a couple of times, looks up to you. Sold it to a woman. Girl. Brown hair. Almost to the shoulder. Purple eyes. Cutie.
What?
Goes back to
Oh,
banging.
cutie.
Look kind of like her.
Did you say purple eyes?
He looks up at Vivi. Yeah, purple eyes.
A cutie patootie, you say?
How cute was she?
What's a scale here?
No, she didn't have scales.
Right. Of course.
Sorry, I need to laugh in character.
Wait, when did she buy it? More importantly.
That wasn't probably a year ago. Maybe a little less. Goes back to banging.
Goes back to banging. Hell yeah.
All right.
I should use a different word, but anyway. Hammering.
Pounding.
No, that's not
Hammering.
better.
Smithing.
Smithing,
Just
yeah.
Nothing.
Just goes back to work.
I mean,
Back to bang.
Well, thanks.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Taka. You've been a great help.
sarcasm is unbecoming.
I'm not sarcastic, sort of. It's like halfway, you know. There's like some kind of in between, I'm sure. It's like a scale. Or like 50%.
No, you don't have scales.
You don't have
Get
scales
out.
either.
True, I don't. Great talking to you. I'm out.
As we walk away, Gemheim will turn to the group as we leave. I've just been thinking this whole time. What does a sword want?
I left a little spare hammer among
I
the
know what a
mess of
sword
tools
wants.
as tribute.
Okay.
Nice.
A sword.
We cut to like a day later, and like you putting that hammer has get fucked up his entire system. He can't find anything.
His inventory is completely. We can't get to the bottom of it.
I don't know what this is. Where's everything else?
Somebody's been moving my things. I'm sorry, continue.
A sword wants a swordsman. Bam. Nobel Prize.
So you're gonna have to give it up then?
Oh!
What are you trying to say here, Gem?
Oh, I'm just kidding. That was a sweet burn. Couldn't resist. I'm
It's pretty
sorry.
good.
No, you're gonna be
Okay,
great.
it
You're
was
gonna
kinda
be
good.
great.
Jem also has a rapier, I think.
If you were anyone else, I would have slashed your face off. But
Oh,
Oh,
come
yeah.
on. You know I love you, and I give him a little pat on the cheek.
oh, stop it, Gem.
Well, so here's what I'm thinking. That's a good theory. My theory is, I think a real nice sheath. You know, like if I was a sword, I would like want a
Ooh.
real fancy
it probably
sheath.
has. It doesn't already have a fancy sheet.
Oh yeah, how's
No.
the sheath on this sword?
No.
Nope, it didn't come with a sheath.
Yeah, whoa.
Oh, it
come
came
on.
with a box.
Yes,
It
that's
came with
what
the
you're
Both in a
thinking.
box.
Right.
I think if you gave it a sheath, I think that would do the trick.
Think so?
Hmm. No doubt.
What
It's
if it just
cold
needs
out there
blood?
on your hip.
Maybe it needs blood. I mean, the sword's made for killing, right? We just gotta kill a bunch of people.
Didn't Tuck already kind of shut that
I
down?
mean, you don't have to kill it. You use it for sports. I don't know.
Oz, if you start going around and killing people to activate your sword, I will have to stop.
Okay, I won't kill anyone.
You can poke people
Wink.
with a you can poke people with a sword without killing them.
True. Izo, you mind if I poke you real quick?
No,
I think
not
that's a
me.
yes.
No,
Just like
I mean jerks like Dolphin and fuckboy
Sea
and the fuckboy
creatures.
across the street.
Yeah, we could go to the shore and I could kill crabs.
You could stab our competitor.
You could level up a sword fight to win.
Jim actually
Maybe-
brings up a good point. maybe it does need swords. Maybe you need rapier lessons. Maybe you need to be fancy enough for the sword and be a fancy boy, like he kept on saying.
No, I think
No,
he
he
doesn't
said
want
not fancy.
What's the opposite of fancy?
Well, no, well, okay. Oh yeah, you're okay. No, you're
um,
right. That guy's
Fancy.
Hey,
not fancy.
Oz,
Normal.
rapiers are a dueling weapon.
Really?
Maybe you need to duel. Not necessarily to the death or anything, but maybe that's what the sword wants.
It's
A
time
rapier.
to.
Ooh, I have a sword.
One-on-one weapon.
I have a rapier. You want a duel?
Let's duel to the death.
Not to the death.
Just
I
like
take
to
out
the
my
whack
gun.
on the shoulder or something. Come on, like.
To the pain.
To the windows.
To the east.
To the
To the
wall.
west.
All right, come at me. I'll pull out my rapier.
Hiya!
Come at me, dude.
Ding 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 ding.
Guys, you can't just do that in the middle of like the. I guess we're like in the back alley or something.
There are city guards walking the wall. They notice you. They can see that you're clearly not being serious about it, so they're just going to let slide. They keep walking.
Yeah, Jim Hump's definitely like laughing and smiling, dancing around.
Woo! I'm not feeling anything.
Maybe
Yeah,
you
Oz,
should
actually,
use-
as you draw the weapon and you like try to sort of swing at Jim Heim, who's just sort of laughing, the sword actually feels a little heavier.
Yo, I think it's the opposite, Jim. This isn't working.
This is a serious
just, like,
business
spinning and
sword. This sword
attacking.
ain't take no shit.
What if I just ask the sword? Oh, sword, and I put it in my hands. Tell me, what do you want? What do you desire?
I mean, I talk with my inventions, but I don't talk with them like that.
Monster.
Laz will actually
Monster weapons.
draw his rapier and just sort of like attack. Like he'll be obvious enough that Oz can parry or whatever, but like perhaps with someone who's seriously dueling, that might assist.
This is so fucking stupid. I love it.
Yeah, so Laz, you take it, or you take a lunge at Oz, who can block it. Oz, the weapon, when Laz is seriously coming at you, moves as well as it has been, i.e. very slowly, and sort of through molasses. But it's not as bad as when Jim was just sort of laughing, but it doesn't seem to improve.
I don't know. Maybe he just wants someone who's serious. Well, I'm just gonna put this thing away. We'll figure it out later. What's the next plan of action, my people?
So, I had one thing in mind, so I want to apologize for kind of springing the needing Grilly's head thing you guys last time. So I'm going to be upfront about 10 advanced. Actually, I look around, make sure no one's listening in on us. I'll be more upfront about what 10 advanced wants me to do now, and so she wants me to find a Zint hideout that Daffel Starsong's been going to recently. It's somewhere in check which ward that is. That is
Doc.
Doc.
somewhere in Dockward, and Oz is actually the place we saw him disappear into when we were down there trying to get Zint info. So, I think he might be disappearing into there. And there might be a hideout underneath, and she wants me to find the hideout and burn it to the ground, but more importantly, find it. So, rather than springing, what I'm looking for on you guys last minute, we all know what we're doing. Or what I'm doing, at least. Help me if you want to.
Sure. Yeah, I'm down with fucking anything. I need to talk to my family here soon, probably.
Tomorrow,
What?
specifically about Zentarum stuff.
Yeah, that's the one.
I need to swing by Southward too. I want to try and schedule a new fight.
I feel like some sense would recognize me, but I mean,
We don't have to do it like
not
just
if I
this.
disguise.
We don't have to do it just this minute. I have a little time to work on this. So I was planning on just kind of, scoping it out and trying to, see if there's a pattern to him going in there. But that is on my agenda.
before you do anything.
You
Can
sound
let me know?
super. I can barely hear you, Lee.
Yeah, sorry. Before you do anything, King, let me know.
Oh yes, absolutely. In fact, that's another thing I want to talk to you about later, though.
Hey, Oz, before you talk to your uncle, ask him
Yeah.
something for me.
Okay, what's up?
I don't know if it'll help now, but ask him how the Blue Bloods made it through the battle days as a neutral party. That
Would I know anything of what he's referencing? When he says battle days? God?
You can give me a intelligence check.
Bad old days,
Oh.
not battle days.
3. No, you just you've heard people talk about the bad old days. But no, you've never really given it much thought.
So what do you mean by bad old days? What?
so you remember on the frogs how we were talking about wars coming and all
Yeah,
of
yeah,
that?
yeah, of course, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, war's already been here. It was the bad old days. Zents at the guild's throat and vice versa. But the Blue Bloods managed to keep Goblin Town relatively peaceful and make it through the bad old days as a neutral party. I don't know if whatever Ord worked out would be doable now, but it might help.
That's a good idea. You know, I've been thinking about it. I'd rather us be independent, our own thing, rather than be a part of these groups. None of these groups seems to be. They're they're interested in their own ends, not necessarily the benefit of us.
Yeah. Better for your family, better for the city. The fewer soldiers we have in the middle of this, the better.
That is a great point. I will definitely ask him that.
Okay. So who's going where? Ezo to Southward to schedule a fight. Is that what I'm hearing? Okay. Is anybody going with Ezo?
What
Or,
time?
well,
is it?
I should ask. Are you splitting up?
What time is it?
Does anyone else want to do something?
It's probably 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
I would I would like to ask Laz, what where are we with Madison and finding him? What is the next steps in that investigation?
We're planning on dropping in on the carriage that he's been taking out of the city tomorrow.
Okay, lovely. Is there anything we need to do to prepare for that?
Nope. Pretty sure I pretty successfully, well, Ezo pretty successfully spooked the carriage boy last time we were there. We just need to show up.
Can I just say, you are such good friends to me. You guys doing this. I mean, I'm very touched.
Laz is not particularly good expressing emotion, so he's going to get kind of visibly not sure what to do with that kind of display.
Ezo swoops you both off your feet in a big old bear hug.
Oh yeah, nice. Lovely. I just nuzzle into Iza's chest.
And I
fade to
jump on
black.
Ezo's back. Group hug.
And pan up to the fan.
Okay, I'll get in there too.
So now you're just A bunch
Some
of
guys walking by, just like, the heck's with these guys? Get out of the street!
idiots hugging in a circle.
Don't mind him.
I want to respond to that guy.
It's just C.
Okay.
Fuck off, nerd.
Hey, no, it's C ward.
Not a nerd. You're a nerd. Keeps walking.
Go get some friendship bag.
I mean, he probably does. You don't know that. You can't just judge that about people.
He's alone on the street.
Doesn't
Shitting
mean he
on
doesn't
other
have
people for
friends just
being-
because he's alone right now.
He's shitting on us for being friends.
I go off on my own all the
Hey,
time.
People with friends don't shit on other people with friends for having friends.
Okay.
Laz is just gonna just throw himself into an awkward hug with everybody to try to get Izo to shut up.
I figured Izo, we were all still embracing, and Izo was
We-
just doing this
we're
over
already-
everybody's heads.
Yeah.
Laz
Alright.
accepts the hug.
I kind of imagine Laz just sort of standing there, like pillar straight, and everybody's sort of hugging around him.
Mhm,
Well,
mhm.
you're hanging there because I've lifted you off the ground.
Oh yeah. That's definitely it.
I don't think Oz would be involved in any hugging.
Get in here, Oz.
I'm gonna look at Oz from
Come
like
on.
from Izo's back. So I'm just
Ma-
like
make
standing
a
on it.
grapple check.
Better
Make a
fucking
grapple
hug.
check.
If I have to be in this, so do you.
Come on, Oz. You know you
Look.
wanna.
Don't we gotta go somewhere or something?
Bully nudges Oz towards the hug pile.
No! No!
Get in there, Oz.
No!
Izo just walks carrying the hug pile with him towards Oz.
Anything but that! Anything but that! He like waves his hands.
Now that we've
Gemheim's
spent
not
5
aware
minutes
of.
on hug pile.
Yeah, Gemheim's not aware of any of this because he's just buried in Izo's chest and just very happy there in this group hug.
Somehow Izos managed to get his arm both around Oz and Bully into the hug.
The physics of this doesn't even make sense anymore. The geometry of it.
The frog is licking me. The frog is licking me.
All right.
So what's happening tonight?
So who's going to Southwood with me?
I don't know about Southward.
Laz
I gotta talk to a man about a fight.
It's a long walk.
There's a long
Laz
walk.
will go to Southwood.
Was there something else we were supposed to be doing?
I'm planning on doing a little stakeout outside of that fish shop different spot. Dabble going in or out. Everyone's welcome to join me if they wish. They just gotta be discreet about it.
I love stakeouts. That sounds fun. I'm with you.
So, Laz, I want to talk about some tax stuff about the bar. Very boring stuff, very legal, boring stuff. I think you and I should just talk about it. I don't think Izo or anyone else will be interested in that.
Laz is going to cock his head. Okay.
I hate it as much as you do, but I just want to double check that we're all, not breaking too many laws.
I mean,
Too many.
given what you're... I'm not saying that in the open street.
I might have had orphans work for free at the bar for a day, and I'm kind of worrying about the ramifications of that. I want to clear things with that in more detail.
You're only in trouble if you get caught.
Excuse me?
We can talk about that more later.
Laz is just, pinching the bridge of his nose.
That's great, King. You're teaching him a trade. That's good. That's good community outreach.
With Laz, work with me, we can find the best way to phrase that in a legal context.
I had a
Hey,
field trip
Jolly?
of volunteers.
Yes.
What does the code legal say about child labor?
Let's check the handout.
I'll take anything.
Doubt
I
it.
worked my
Yeah,
entire
I don't think it
childhood.
says anything. Let's take a look
And
here.
I
Show
got
declared.
fed in meals.
I'm not seeing anything about child labor. It might be up against. It might like violate some sort of well, you could make the case it's slavery. Flogging and hard labor for up to 10 years. So there's that. Um, other than that, like, yeah, probably the worst. I mean, that would be a very, uh, very strange interpretation of the law. Other than that, it would probably be a violation of sort of like ordinances, especially like non-competition ordinances against guild labor and stuff like that. And it's a public relations nightmare.
Yeah.
Laz, I know you want us to break less laws, and talking about it first.
Wait, sorry, what did you say?
I know you want us to break less laws, and talking about it is the first step. And everyone just schedule time and doesn't want to worry everyone else about that.
Okay, so Laz is just gonna outright say child labor is slavery. You can't do it. Rather than
You could make the
try
case
to
it's also
explain the
blackmailing.
Huh?
You could also make the case it's blackmailing.
Yeah. Okay, he'll do that too. So
What are you talking? Go ahead.
Basically he's going to say that and just that rather than try to explain the nuances of the code legal or give King any sort of loopholes that he can work through.
Slavery, he
get
can't do it.
I worked my whole childhood.
Well, we can talk.
I didn't give me money. I got fed and a roof over my head. I don't see how that's any different.
Well, let's talk about the finer details about that later. Figure out what we can do to make things better, make things good out of that.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll just meet at the bar sometime tonight, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we'll all just end our night at the bar. Sounds lovely.
Laz actually has to go to South Ward as well.
I want to go to the Castle Lanterns. I don't know how. I guess it'd be weird to walk up to their giant manor, but we'll figure that out when I get there.
Okay.
You could ride a giant frog up to their manor. Would that be less weird?
No,
Oh.
I don't think so.
So, Laz Izo to South Ward. Sounds like King and Oz are going to Dock Ward. Vivi's going to Sea Ward.
I'm going to
Chip?
Seaward with Vivi.
Okay. So we're back to this. Okay.
Back to the same group.
Splitting the party.
Best party's a split party.
Laz, where are you going in Southern Ward?
Going to stop by the hospital.
Okay. Okay. So Laz heads to the hospital. Spends the day with Erebus in the hospital. Anything in was there anything in particular besides that you wanted to do?
Is anybody are like Cora and Kala there?
They can be if you need them to be.
Basically, Laz is going to tell Cora to be careful, and he's going to tell Kala to keep an eye on them.
Okay. Yeah, and you can spend the day with Erebus, who spends most of it sleeping. But you sit by his bed with like good dad. Izo, you're heading down to the Bloody Fist.
Yep.
When you arrive, you've got it's still during the day, so there aren't that many actual customers. So a lot of the fighters are out sitting around the ring. You've got two of them are currently boxing. One is Tiny, who you have boxed before.
Tiny.
Yeah, good old Tiny. And he is boxing with Sledge.
Ooh, Sledge.
Yeah, and they're going at it as you show up. The various other fighters are kind of hanging around. Silas is off to one side. He's got a clipboard and he's making notes. Both Tiny and Sledge are wearing these braces on their arm that go from like their wrist up to their elbow and then up to their shoulder. And they glow with some sort of inner light as they're working out with them and all that stuff.
Mm,
Nerd.
neato.
And you see Red Knuckle on the opposite side of the ring from you, and he's currently having a conversation with a gentleman wearing these slate gray robes, stringy black hair, and a metal plate on his throat.
Wait, I know who that is, don't I?
Yeah, you've met Dirge before.
Yeah, okay. I thought so.
As you show up, the other fighters hail at you.
Hail.
Sledge like sees you, gives a grin, and then you watch as he uppercuts Tiny as hard as he can, and actually is sufficient to lift Tiny off the ground and have him topple over the ring out, or over the ropes and off the ring.
Ooh. That looked like that hurt.
Tiny's sort of picking himself up. What was that for? Took it a little hard there, didn't you? Nah. I think I put as much oomph into it as I wanted to. Looks back at Izo with a big grin. So what can we do you for, kid?
I'm here to schedule my next fight. I'll just wait until Red Knuckles done talking with Mr. Dirge.
Good idea. He'll crack his knuckles. How's that little half elf doing? How's she making on that debt?
She's doing well.
Is she?
Yeah.
Good. Hopefully she'll have it all paid off by the 15th.
She will.
Good. It'd be a terrible shame if she didn't. At least for her. Me, I'd have a lot of fun with it, you know what I'm saying?
No need to think about it. She'll be fine. All be paid off.
You know, if she doesn't, we stand to make a lot of money. There are a lot of weirdos out there. They probably like watching her get beat up.
Well, they'll have to be disappointed.
You know, I wonder if she doesn't have any teeth. You think she might be better? Hey, Sai, when I knock out all the teeth, you wanna have a go? He just looks up at him, glares. Fuck you. Goes back to writing.
That's very rude.
Well, again, like you said, she'll be all paid off, right?
Definitely. And this time there's a little steel to Izo's voice.
You notice Dirge and Red Knuckle seem to be concluding their business. He stands up. Dirge does it. And takes in, sort of like notices you, cocks his head and motions you over.
Dirge or Red Knuckle?
Dirge does.
Oh, okay. Izo very nervously approaches Dirge.
Mm-hmm.
What can
Who are you?
I am Izo.
You were at Dumon's place the other night.
Yes, sir, Dirge, sir.
He was doing a job for me. Yeah, so he said. You have business?
With well, hopefully with Mr. Redknuckle, if that's okay with you, Mr. Dirge. I was hoping to schedule my next fight.
Oh, right, scheduling a fight. It's not exactly. We're kind of booked up at the moment. What's the problem? Ah, nothing, Dutch. It's just, yeah, we could schedule something, Ezo. With tomorrow night's open. If you want a match.
Yeah, that'd be great. I would love. I'm ready. I'm ready to get back in there.
Have you not been boxing?
Well, I've been practicing. I've been busting a lot of Zint heads, but I haven't been.
Have
I
you
haven't.
found a stone?
Not yet, sir.
Mm,
But I'm keeping both eyes open for it.
see that you do.
Oh, and I should let you know that the Blackstaff wants it too.
What? Red Knuckle winces. He looks at Red Knuckle. Find the stone. He looks at Izo. Don't let her get it.
Yes,
The
sir.
boss will have everyone's hand.
You can count on me, sir.
Mm. He'll look back at Red Knuckle. The other night was profitable. More house specials. You're still in the hole. More specials. Understand? Yeah, of course, Dutch. Good. He looks at Izo. You like to make money, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Maybe try one sometime.
As-
He'll pat you on the shoulder. Keep walking. Dirge, or as Dirge gets away, you see Red Knuckle finally sort of exhales. Looks like he was holding his breath there for a second.
Izo does the same thing.
God, what an asshole. Anyway,
That guy's scary.
yeah, all the eyes on. Anyway, so tomorrow night.
I'll be here with bells on.
Good.
What time should I be here?
Oh, 9. 9.
Yes, sir. Is there anything else is there anything you need while I'm here?
There's maybe I might be able to come up with something for you to do. Sorry, caught me off guard.
I didn't mean to inconvenience you, so I apologize.
No, kid, you're doing fine. It's just it's not you. Not you.
Right. Well, anything I can do to help, I'm happy to do it.
You hear Sledge from the rings, just like, how about you box some? Bring in some coin. He's got a match tomorrow. Against who? Gray's fighting tomorrow, right? Yeah, let's see if you can handle Gray. That'll be fun to watch.
Do I know who Gray is?
Roll me intelligence.
Named PCs. Okay, let me roll on intelligence. This isn't gonna be good. Hold on 1 second. Boom. Hey.
Okay, yeah,
that's not bad.
Gray is actually the smallest fighter in the stable of his fighters, Red Knuckles fighters. However, he is also the one who could take a punch the best. You actually saw Gray fight the first night you came in here, where he
Yeah,
was
I
taking on
remember it
a
now.
Goliath. Yeah, and he just sort of weathered those punches. So small but sturdy.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, you said Gray. It's not Dre. I'm looking at.
No.
That's right.
No,
Dre's a
I don't have a handout
Dragonborn.
for him.
All right.
Yeah, I don't
no.
have a handout for him.
All right. No Dre. No. He's too small for a handout. All right.
But yeah.
All right. Well, I guess if you don't need me for anything, I'll see you tomorrow night, sir. And I'll do my best to make sure that the stone doesn't end up with the black staff.
Right. You do that. Izo. Another
Yes, sir.
thing. Don't listen to everything that it says. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You're not ready for a house special. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good. Sledge just sort of chuckles as you keep walking.
I just ignore him and leave.
Other than that, let's go over to Oz and King, who are currently in Dock Ward, Foggy. You've been passing by some people, but by the time you guys get to the docks, it's mostly quiet. It's a little eerie, a little spooky out. You guys are planning to stake out Trouts, the bait shop.
Yes.
Okay.
It's right across from that bar we were talking about.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like a shop or two over, but yeah.
Could we see Trouts from the inside of that bar?
Yeah, if you sit in the right spot, yeah.
Yeah, I say we sit in the bar we were in last time, see if we can find those clowns again, see if we can get some more money. If they're in there, I can just dip in an alley and put on the Hank Winter disguise that we can do our bit.
Okay. When you guys camp out or head into the bar, you realize that it is pretty much dead. No clowns, unfortunately.
I'll save me a spell slot then. Okay, let's find that. Let's pick that table. We can see the other shop there. Let's just kind of hang out for a bit, I guess.
And you guys sit there watching the bar or watching the bait shop for a couple of hours. You don't really see anybody. You see like one or two people come in, but they just appear to be fishermen. No Devil Star Song, no Zentarum, nothing like that.
Anybody? Do we see anybody go in who doesn't come out?
No.
Do they look fishy at all to you? They all look kind of like normal fishy, like fisherman fishy, not like fishy, like fishy.
Oz.
Do I see any fish?
No. No, you guys are just staying in the bar watching that bait shop. You haven't seen any fish, but you've seen a couple of fishermen going in and out.
Yeah, there's fishermen.
Yeah, do they look like any? Recognize? Do they look like stand out to you at all? Because they just look like fishermen to me.
Well, they do have fishing poles. Do they look? Anybody looks interesting?
No, they just look like guys buying bait.
I think they're baiting us, King.
Just happened to, chance on seeing, Star Song go in there the other day. Oh, this is so tedious. I know I want to just bust in there and just, burn the place down, but I know it should be more restrained than that.
Hey, don't get hooked on this, King.
Oh,
We'll figure it out.
master of this. I'm struggling for fishing buds.
God
Kinda
damn it. This is bass.
The right line.
Just the right line is all we need. You're right, King. What if? What if we find somebody to reel in?
Oh,
What
or
if
we
you go in there disguised and catfish them?
Oh yes, we could catfish them. I just thought of you gave me advice and it was really good. We could
Right.
catfish them by me to
Don't help this, dude.
He knows that we're the worst I could disguise myself and sing my song.
You know, this whole situation smells fishy.
Your way to take inspiration away.
It's definitely a slippery situation. It's surely a slippery situation. Yes.
Okay, let's slip in there like we were saying here. Kind of swim upstream, if you know what I'm saying.
We're just gonna find a way to eel our way into this.
Yeah. Just.
So are
Okay.
you guys going into the shop, or
Sorry.
are you continuing to watch, or what?
Since we do have a little more time before I'm kind of due to give answers to Xanathar, and don't think we should go in kind of and start inciting action when it's just the two of us. We might just want to stay kind of conservative and just kind of wait until we can actually see Davil go in there or someone go in and not come out.
Okay.
Really fish for the right opportunity.
Yeah, you want to get a whole grouper or a whole school to go in when you go. So you guys wait for a little bit more. Don't really see anything. It's starting to get late. Starting to get dark. And it's still foggy out, so it's getting harder and harder to see the bait shop from the little corner window you've got. Also, the drinks are starting to pile up, so probably good to pack it up for the evening.
Well, this was a bust. I guess that's kind of how goes the steakhouse, right? You've done more of this than I have.
Wait, what are we doing here again, King?
I'm trying to find evidence that this is a Zent hideout. It's a story. We saw Davil's Earthon go in there the other day and not come out. Leads you to believe that there is some sort of secret entrance in there, and I think we either spy him going in again and not coming out, or just someone else going in and not coming out, and then we can go in there and try and see where they could have disappeared into.
Are we in the shop right now?
You're at the bar across the street from it.
Oh. Why don't we just maybe go in there, pretend that we're fishermen, and hit all the walls and shit, and pull stuff and see if it opens a door or something. Or just talk to the guy who runs the thing and say stupid, fishing puns until maybe one of them's a secret code for us to get in the room that's underneath the building. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like the secret passcode being related might result in a lot of positives.
Maybe it's Zent related. What is Zent's like? Snakes?
I definitely like a plan that has Oz coming up and just telling a lot of puns, fish puns to a guy.
Don't help this, Eric.
We could go in and I could distract them while you sneaky, and I think we did that already when we first saw this place, didn't we?
Yeah, yesterday you went in disguised, King, and Oz went in invisible. And Oz felt around, but he didn't find anything. Any sort of secret door or anything like that.
Yeah, we already tried that, but didn't find anything.
Well, maybe you should just talk to the dude that runs it. I mean, he's got to know, right?
True. We were showing our hand too quickly, though.
What if you got like? Do you like magic? You're magic, dude. Why don't you just like magic him to make him like do something? That's how magic works, right? Gem, you got magic?
Gem's not there.
No, I'm
Oh.
not there. I'm not actually.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
okay.
I keep talking, but I'm not actually there.
Oh, sorry.
Right now,
You're
it's
right.
most along the lines of, burning things up or making me look different for the most part.
Well, why don't you look like one of the fishermen that we see go in? And then, oh, wait. Dude, we saw that one guy go in.
Yeah, Devil, so I could raise up a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah,
You know,
we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, first, I think I should go in and make sure that he's not already in there, because that could be awkward.
Or it could be right, because then you could just be the real one. You know what I'm saying? The other one was the fake one.
Yeah.
We're thinking about this so much. Let's just do it. I guess this guy's I'm gonna be in the middle of the bar. But
Make fish puns until we come up with a plan and just do it.
Okay, so you go outside, find a discreet spot, cast disguise self, and head into the shop, or head towards the shop. Oz, what are you doing while he's doing that?
Me and
Sticking with
Bully.
him or what?
Yeah, I'll just. Wait, I got a thing. That face thing.
Yeah, living masks.
Can you pull it up again? Here, I'll pull it up.
Yeah.
I found it.
Okay.
No, I didn't find it. Actually.
Hold on.
It's not under my thing.
There you go.
How long does the thing? How does this last? How long does this last?
It lasts until it either is exposed to open sunlight or until you remove it.
Oh. And I can use it again, right?
No. Once you've used it, it'll die. Or once it's removed or exposed to sunlight, it dies.
Forever.
Yeah. Once a geode has set, it retains its shape until it's either removed from its host, requiring action to do so, the host dies, or until the geode is exposed to sunlight. In all cases, the geode dies in the process.
And he has two of them, right?
Correct.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll use one. I'm gonna put it on my own face and make
Okay.
myself look like some horrible, messed up goblin.
Okay.
Totally different from myself.
Maybe a little like Greeley? I don't know. I just wanted to show off the Greeley image.
Sure, something like that, but not
Okay,
actually.
yeah, so you apply it, you twist your face up. After a minute or two, it solidifies. You can actually feel it sort of suck onto your face. It feels weird. But you apply that, and you head into the shop with King. Or should I say Devil Star Song. So the two of you are in the shop. The guy behind the counter raises an eyebrow. And then you see, as you are walking towards him, King, he sort of nods at Oz. He good?
oh yes, he's just walk with him for a moment tonight. Pay him no heed.
I just ate a bad fish.
It's all right. We'll get you that medicine.
You okay? You sound a little different. Roll me a deception check, King.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I've got a. What?
Go ahead.
I'll just have a stuffy nose. All this this rainy weather always gets me all nasally. And it's also, speaking of feeling, feeling south of the weather, like under the weather. My friend over here has commented a little bit of sickness, and I think I left something here the other day that might be, good to kind of help him feel a little
Hey,
better.
hey, boss. Hey, boss. Whatever. And he reaches under the counter, and you hear him pull something, and there's a click behind the counter. He's like, "Door's open." You can see
Alrighty.
behind the counter there's a little trap door that's popped open.
Thank you very much, my good man. It'll be just a moment.
Mhm.
And, I'm gonna go and start walking towards the trap door.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. Yep. You open up the trap door. There's a ladder that goes down.
That was way easier than I thought it would be. Alright.
Yeah. He closes the door when you go down. You hear a click, and you climb down a little ladder into a room about 30 by 20 or so.
hey, King.
You Mhm.
I'm glad we finished that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes, I mean, he really took the bait.
The room is 30 by 20. There's a couple of cots in here.
Hey, wait, King. I'm glad we didn't clam up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I mean, really kind of. I'm usually quick on my feet than this. He's really swine before pearls?
What?
I don't know.
Hey, sure.
He just landed on my head back in the sewers like a kind of usually.
Anyway, 30 by 20, couple of cots. There's a chest. There's a chest in here. You can see when you pop it open, contains several sets of clothing, like common clothing. There's 2 sets of really nice clothing in a smaller side trunk. There is there's like a bookshelf with several books put into it. There's a small desk with a map laid out on it. Probably like a small amount of food, a couple of bottles of wine. You could see that they're, or actually, roll me perception, both of you. 19. Oz, you would notice that there is a slight seam underneath one of the cots on the floor. You suspect that there is a second trap door underneath one of those cots. But yeah, you're in this little safe room, looks like.
Hey, I think I see something here.
Yeah,
I-
this seems kind of small. What do you find?
I'm gonna move the cot out of the way. See if I can't show the.
Yeah, you can find you point out the little trapdoor. There's a handle that you can locate with a little bit of searching. Pull it open, and it reveals sewer access.
Yo, this goes down to the sewer.
Okay.
Interesting. This must be how they get around, obviously.
Oh yes, I see. I thought this was going to be like a whole little complex, a little more, more than just a dinky room with sewer access. Damn, if I supposed to be to burn this down, I really need to get a whole crew for that. We can just snatch what we want, set this place on fire, and just leave out of the sewer. Perfect.
Interesting. You want to go down to the sewer and see where it leads, or where do you want to go?
That's a good idea to make sure that it connects back with the the rest of the sewers in a way that we can get back to the bar from. Because it'd be good if we set fire to this place and then ended up at a dead end.
Yeah. Are we setting this thing on fire right now?
I was planning on waiting and giving Lad
Yeah,
a heads up.
that would be a better idea, I think.
Yeah. Just worried that we've got this just in our laps right now. But yes, I'm trying to be a little less, give you guys a little less surprise like this. So just make it look like no one was ever here. Get our scout. We'll come back when we'll do it the proper way.
Right.
Let's investigate these sewers and make sure that it's just where it connects to. If we go into that temple, we'll be able to just
What
contact
are you saying,
where-
Kyle? I can't hear you.
If we go down the sewer access, we'll be able to like adjust the cots on our way down to make it look like there.
No.
So we can check the sewers, but I don't think we'll actually lead through them without it being obvious that we were here. Last thing we need is for a real Starzon to know that we've been coming around in here. And I'll look behind me, make sure that the real Starzon isn't actually behind me when I said that.
No. Just again a bookshelf, a table with a map on it, and like a little bit of food and stuff like that.
Ooh, before we go though, look at that map. We'll do inspect the map.
Okay, you want to check out the
Yeah.
Okay. The map is of Waterdeep, and as you look at it, it doesn't seem to be all that special. Although you realize it has a couple of places demarcated on it that I will actually add to the map now. Most of them appear to be like green squares or circles on the map. They've demarcated some sort of places, but a few of them have red X's drawn through them. You're not sure what that's supposed to mean. There you go. Should be, I think it's like 5 spots in total.
Okay. I am going to read them every channel.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna double check the description of the memory gem real quick.
Okay.
Alright, so damn, I wish I had taken that quill, but hey, this works too. I'm gonna whip out the memory gem, and I'm going to activate my Moody Blues and take a recording of the map.
Okay. Okay, you record an image of the map. And right about that point, you guys suddenly hear a noise upstairs.
Oh shit.
It sounds like the door opening, and then several sets of steps coming in. And you can hear them because there's a distinctly metal clank to them. It sounds like people in armor. You hear the guy up above just like, "What the heck are you doing here?"
I'm gonna catch.
None of that. You hear the sound of a sword being drawn. Pass without trace, okay?
And I am going to cast. I'm going to twin invisibility on Oz myself.
Wait,
Okay.
we have Bully here.
Oh shit, Bully's
Really?
here.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a frog and you're in the sewer, aren't you?
True.
Shove him in the sewer as fast as you shove him into the sewer as fast as you can, and I'm going to twin invisibility on myself.
Okay. Yep.
Okay. So you guys cast invisibility on yourselves, pass without a trace.
And shove Bully into a sewer.
You shove Bully into the sewer. Up above, you hear a woman's voice who you don't recognize. You hear her drawing a sword, and she just goes, Now, don't try anything funny." You hear the sound of other armored footsteps. They seem to be coming from a different side of the building, like from a back room coming in. You hear the gentleman upstairs. It sounds like he tries to run or something like that, and then you hear a loud thud. You suspect he may have just hit the floor. After a second or two, you suddenly hear him gasp, and he goes, "You." "Yes, me. Tell me, where's Davil?" "He's not here." "No?" Strange. I thought this might be one of his safe houses. Up until now, I've allowed him to continue operating in this city with his little ambitions and his little gang of ne'er-do-wells. But last night he got in my way. In a big way. Where's the ledger? The what? And suddenly that guy lets out a blood-curdling scream. I'll ask again. Where is the ledger? Oh, that's right. You can't answer, can you? It hurts, doesn't it? But I want you to know the pain you're feeling right now. It is merely pain of the flesh, of the nerves. It is a fleeting, temporary thing. The pain I feel, that is something else. It is the pain of somebody who has seen his great creation fall to ruin. All that he has built, undone by the machinations of fools and the ambitions of petty men. It is a pain of the soul. And suddenly that guy stops screaming. You hear him panting. Where is Davil? Where is the ledger? Fuck you. Fuck me indeed. You're trying to be a hero, but this isn't a time for heroes. And you, my friend, are certainly not one. Your loyalty to Davil is impressive. However, it is strategically unwise. I'm building something here. A new age is coming to this city, and to our organization. There is a place in this new order for you if you cooperate. A place for everyone in this organization, if only they would listen. Davil doesn't listen. And so for him, there is only pain. But for you, there could be coin. Carmen, give him some money. You hear the sound of like gold clinking, or the sound of coins clinking, I should say. Fuck your money. Davil Star Song pulled me out of a burning building. He pulled me out of that goddamn lich's tomb. I wouldn't betray him for any amount of platinum. You hear coins spilling across the floor. And you. I don't know who you think you are. No, I'm sorry. I know who you think you are, but that man's dead. Not as dead as you might think. Well, either way, you're crazy. I prefer the term revolutionary. Suddenly you see, or you can see through the boards up ahead, or the boards up above, a flash of green light. He lets out a scream, and you just hear the sound of, like, it sounds like sand through an hourglass. Little bits of dust sort of drift down beneath you.
Avada Kedavra.
Well, that wasn't very profitable. Should we turn the place over, boss? No. I doubt Davil's dumb enough to leave anything down here that could incriminate him. Burn it down. Understood, sir. You see a flash of blue light, and then you hear the sound of armored feet going about upstairs, like smashing things, and just rummaging through everything, followed by the sound of, or the sound and flash of orange light, It sounds like they've lit the building on fire above you.
All right, I'm going to cast message and use that to say to Oz. Well, let's time for us to boogie. Let's get out of here. First,
get
let's
the
empty those
fuck outta here.
chests.
You were
Wait, maybe we should
recording
get-
that on your memory gem, right?
And I got it all on camera.
Yeah, on camera, not on audio.
Oh.
Okay, it only does
Damn it.
audio. Oh no! Ah, dang. Okay.
Damn cheap smartphone.
Whoa! I mean, it's still he took something out, like kind of threatened him, right? In that scene, no. Kinda?
You didn't see anything. You could only hear
Oh.
anything.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're
yeah.
not really up there.
Yeah.
Cool. So he just memory chip on a wall, kind of thing.
Yeah. Now you would have recorded like flashes of light and stuff like that, but that's about it.
Yeah, nothing.
What was in the chest again?
The chest contains several sets of clothing. A smaller chest has a couple of nice sets of clothing. The bookshelf contains a handful of works. Some of them are like art books. A few of them are books on philosophy. There's a couple of crossword puzzles. One book is called hang on, let me get the title. Sorry, it's in my notes here.
This was a trashy romance novel. Yes.
Swamp Fever. Yes. It has a couple of lizard folk on it, in a very sensual pose.
Right, I'm taking the finer clothes and gross. Taking it. I take the salt paper.
Okay.
Anything before we boogie?
Yeah. Let's just get the fuck out of here.
Through the sewer, because they're about to burn the whole place down.
Yeah, let's torch this shit, right?
Yeah,
Oh, they're
you
cooking.
hear the building above you collapse.
Yeah, let's
start
get
to
the
collapse.
fuck out of here. Wait. Maybe we should. Should we leave a sign or something? You know, we can have like our own sign, and whenever we do something, that's kind of like whatever, it'll be here. You know how they were marking those signs of the people that they killed, like there was a symbol. We should have a symbol for our bar.
As
I would
much
not
as I
do
like, as much as I like branding and putting my face on things, I think this should not have my face on it. We could put yours on there, maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna do something. Okay, I'm thinking.
While you're thinking, I'm gonna grab the map as well.
that. Do you have a can of spray paint, or are you gonna do some graffiti?
What should be our theme? I'm thinking as
Oh,
things are
do like
burning.
those high school S's.
Mm,
Do like an O. No, don't do an O and S.
What's our group name?
We have
Yeah.
Shh, shh, shh.
Is this the moment where Ryan comes up with the group name?
Again.
No. Did I?
Yes, you did.
Oh.
Well, while you think about that, let's get to Vivi and Jim. The two of you are up at Castellander Manor. You've been admitted into it by the butler. Let's see here. Yeah, this beautiful gentleman. When you arrived, he was actually tending to a collection of ravens that they have.
Edgy boy.
He's got all these ravens in cages. He's feeding them. But when you arrive, he'll the Giles here will escort you into the manor proper and take you to Amalia, who is in her waiting room or in her parlor. She's currently looks like she's working over a chess game that she's been playing by mail. Her two children are playing with little toys and knights and stuff on the floor in front of them. Terenzio and Elzarina. They're just having a good time.
Oh. Lady Castellanter, sorry to intrude. Hope you're not too busy.
Oh, no. It's so good to see the two of you again. So soon.
Yeah, it felt a little weird, but, I mean, to cut to the chase, I had, some...
Sit, sorry.
Yeah. Thanks, yeah. I had some, troubling dreams last night.
Did you
And,
now?
yeah. I mean, I'm not usually superstitious or anything, but... Osvaldo was telling me to come join him. It was weird.
What?
Like, I don't know. I feel like he was trying to tell me something. Now, I don't think there is anything at his grave, really. I think that's silly, but I don't know. Maybe you. I thought maybe you'd want to hear about it. I felt like he was really sad.
Huh. Very interesting. No, well, I mean, yeah, I appreciate it. I mean, I don't know why you felt the need to come all the way here to tell me about a dream you had. It seems like you had a very troubling day, and it affected your sleep.
Yeah,
Does it surprise me?
you're probably right. I mean, Jem was in the dream too. We were having a good time before.
Were you now? She looks over at Jimheim.
Yes, I suppose. I mean, I don't
Did you have
remember
trouble?
being there, but she says I was there.
Did you have troubled sleep as well, Lord Moreau?
Let's not talk about my troubled sleep. Let's talk about Osvaldo and us visiting him again. This time with your good graces.
Yeah, I don't know what a good time is, but
Well, this is rather strange and sudden.
yeah, because we were literally just there.
I know.
I don't know.
I don't. Are you hoping to pay your respects some more, or are you hoping to gain something from this?
I really don't know, because, I mean, I looked for stuff for the scavenger hunt, and I didn't find anything, so I don't really think
The
that's
scavenger hunt again.
No, it's I kind of like bring Vivi and I say no scavenger hunt. She's just off on that. She's been very bothered lately, and yes, it's just to pay our respects, nothing more. And don't worry about no scavenger hunt. I mean that's just silly Vivi stuff. But really, we just want to pay our respects
properly, and not, I guess, sneakily like a bunch of jerks.
She nods and thinks about it for a second. Well, Lady Valentine, I have to say I'm rather impressed. I would think that most people, after having a traumatic incident in a crypt of all things, and then having dreams about it, would be scared off or put off by the whole prospect of going back, especially so soon. But I have to give it to you. You're much braver than I thought.
Oh, brave. That's also a word for it.
Oh, well. I feel like that's between the two of you, and she looks at the two of you.
Oh, no.
Smile.
No. Me and Jem,
I'd have to ask, when are you announcing? What? Oh, what?
No, me and Jem, no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry. We probably give off that impression, but...
Oh, well, I apologize. Sorry. I just assumed finding the two of you alone in a tomb.
No.
And I hear that the two of you have been spending an awful lot of time together.
I mean, yeah, but like...
I suppose it makes sense.
It's understandable to assume that.
So right. Anyway. I just assumed it. I don't know if you two were eloping or anything like that.
Well, it's not your business if we are.
Oh, yeah, I understand. I apologize again, Lord Moreau.
I mean, it's fine.
Yeah. Well,
We just wanted to visit Osvaldo. Nothing more.
yes.
Yeah.
Certainly. I suppose we could go there. We could go there today or tomorrow if you want.
I'm
We
free.
can schedule something together.
Free whenever.
Okay. Well, I don't think I have anything else on the docket for today. Giles, do I have any more appointments today? No, madam, you don't.
I like
Oh, there
eye
you go.
over at Giles when he talks.
So, I suppose we could go now if you wanted to.
Yeah, that'd be great. I don't have anything else to do the rest of the day either. Jim?
I'm going to do my little telepathy thing, telepathy thing. I always forget that I can do this. I'm just going to telepathically speak into Vivi's mind and say, "Are you sure we want to invite her along with us when we go?"
I look at him and blink, yeah. Straight Vivi's serious face. Dead serious, I don't give a fuck.
All right, fair enough. Yes, sure. We'd love to come with you. We'd love to go with you now, today.
Very good.
Now.
Well, before we do, if you want to pay your respects, well, I don't know. Would you like to look over Osvaldo's things before we go? Maybe something maybe something might help you find what you're looking for.
Yeah, I mean,
Before we
yeah,
go all the way down there.
I was kind of thinking that on the way here, but then I didn't want to ask because I felt like that probably would be rude.
No, it's okay. Certainly.
But yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Certainly, yeah. Okay, certain. Yeah, follow me. And she'll stand up and start heading for the stairs. She'll escort you up to the 3rd floor, and then she'll start heading up towards the attic. We put his things away. The memories were too painful.
Understandable.
You know, he loved the two of you. You were like great friends to him.
Yeah, we loved him too.
He was a great friend to us.
I really appreciate you wanting to visit him again. He struggled to make friends with his conditions.
Of course.
He shouldn't be alone all the time.
No one should.
And I apologize again for my insinuation earlier about the two of you.
Oh, no, you're fine.
No problem. I took it as a compliment.
So you get up to the attic, and the attic consists of a hallway, and there are doors on either side. It's divided like that. She'll head over to the right one. She pulls out a metal key from her pocket. It's rather large. Unlocks it. If you're looking for his things, they are contained inside of 3 trunks along the farthest wall to the left.
Okay.
If you want, I can send up refreshments or tea or anything like that.
That would be lovely.
Okay.
Yeah,
any sort of snacks?
Cheese.
Do you have any of those biscuits that you dip in the tea?
Yes, we do.
Oh yeah, that too. That sounds
Yeah.
Kinda
give us
miss
some of
those. Just a little
Yeah,
bit.
nothing like those. Never learned their name.
She'll she'll turn around and head for the stairs. How do you like your tea? Any special cream, milk, honey?
I'll take a little milk and honey, yes.
I like it. I like it plain.
All right, I'll have Giles bring it all up.
Thank you.
Look at this. I've missed the noble life a bit, I must say.
I mean, they do have the best treats. Not gonna lie.
So you
Milk,
open up
honey.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
You open up the door to the attic. The room is large, but it's also filled with stuff.
Lots
You
of
actually
stuff.
can't even see the far wall, so you have to sort of carefully move between
It's like a labyrinth.
towers of
things.
boxes and stuff. Yeah. Once you get past like a small labyrinth of boxes, you come to a sort of large section of floor space that is dedicated to furniture covered in white sheets. It's also, I should also mention, it's pitch black in here.
I can see just fine.
Yeah, I know you can see just fine. Jim, like lantern, I assume.
Yeah, I'll pull out my lantern.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got your lantern out, and you guys are navigating through the sheets and all this stuff. You can see the far wall. You see the trunks over there. As you're approaching, you notice that the far wall is covered in art. Like, it's a beautiful. It's like you imagine it would probably be brick behind that, but it's been covered in stucco, and somebody's painted a very nice fresco on it. That looks like Waterdeep at sunset, the skyline of Waterdeep at sunset. Very nice. Odd that it's in here though.
Yeah.
But you've got those trunks situated here. She didn't mention like what's in what trunk, so yeah.
mean-
Yeah. Should we? Let's just go through these trunks, I suppose.
Yeah.
That's a cool mural he's got up there.
It's actually really cool.
You pop open one trunk, start going through some of the stuff. It looks to be like a lot of his old clothing, stuff like that. Let me check something real quick.
Ozzy had a bra. I mean, who didn't?
I surely did.
You go through his clothing. Nothing like super exceptional. A couple of fantastic costumes. Yeah, you find some of his old toys and stuff like that. You hear something behind you, however, shift, and you hear like a thud behind you.
What was that?
Look to the mural.
Nothing going on with the mural. When you look behind you, Vivi, you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Ben?
You hear another thud, and something under one of those sheets actually shifts.
Right there, did you see it? Jim!
Oh.
Right there. Just move it.
Huh? What is it? Well, I'm going to, I'm going to use my, scroll, my detect magic scroll.
Okay.
Try and just detect magic in this room.
You detect the presence of magic. Yeah, let's take a look at what's going on with detect magic here.
I mean, I can
See what
also
they-
do that.
It's alright, I have had these scrolls forever, I gotta use them.
But can you do it from a scroll?
Look at this fancy handwriting.
Let's see. For the duration, is presence of magic in third Fiji. Send man in me. Okay. Yeah. So, Jim, when you activate that scroll, you can see the faint shimmering aura of magic around the room. Along the wall, there's like a band of magic that seems to encompass the go along the entire perimeter of this room. It's weird because it doesn't seem to be super active right now. And then you hear the door to the attic close and then lock. And now that magic actually starts to activate around the room.
Oh, fuck.
And something under a sheet thuds again. And you can actually see a foot underneath one of those. A human foot, like, stomp the floor.
Ah,
Gem?
hello there. I kind of back up against the wall, trying to hide behind Phoebe a little bit.
You want Jamie snack?
Okay.
Oh my god! I just realized what she meant. Damn you, Josh.
Do you think that's a zombie?
I think. Oh no.
Thump.
Ben,
Jim, I was just frozen, terrified.
Ben, you're not fucking with us, are you?
The thing under the sheet thrashes and then falls out of the falls forward. When it does, you can see that whatever it was sitting in a chair that was covered by a drape, and you can see it sort of like thrashes in the cloth. And as it's thrashing, you also now hear the rattling of chain, but it's muffled. And what sort of rolls around in that sheet now, you can see is a woman. But she's in a bad way. She has open wounds on most of her body. Strips of flesh are missing. One of her eyes is missing.
What the fuck?
You can see bulges under her skin that look to be. It looks like there is chain underneath her flesh.
Oh,
and you can see a length of chain that slithers off into darkness behind some boxes. The woman looks up. You can see what little garment she still is wearing seems to be the tattered, ragged remains of a maid outfit. She turns towards you, mostly by sound. You're just sort of judging from your sound. Makes a moaning sound, and then suddenly all the chains in her body start to wriggle and writhe. They explode out of her, tearing her into pieces. She lets out a blood-curdling shriek that should be audible from the street, and yet you have a sneaking suspicion, Jim, that magic around the room muffles that. And then those chains that were inside of her body slowly slither into darkness behind one of those boxes. And then a hand comes out from behind one of those boxes. Humanoid, and a form, well-muscled, 6.5 feet tall. What flesh you can see of it is red and fire-scarred.
Oh boy.
Most of it, however, is draped in lengths of chain.
Oh.
Its
boy.
eyes are sunken pits of black. It opens a mouth a little too wide, filled with human teeth that are a little too big. It lets out a breath, and smoke billows out. You hear on the other side of the door a woman sobbing. And this thing stares at the two of you.
Oh god.
Verity. Jemima. It's been so long.
Osvaldo?
And we'll end it there for tonight.
Oh,
Shit.
But you guys managed to derail this campaign and go and just get yourself into even more shit.
Woo!
Wow.
Osvaldo like
Team
chained
Team
them.
Rail.
And the
Oh,
two of you,
fuck.
we're gonna talk over the next few days as to how we're gonna resolve this. Anyway,
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
She
All
just
right.
fucking locked us in here to die.
Oh my
You
god.
shouldn't be alone.
Take it. I mean, take that thing.
Oh, can't believe we didn't realize she was talking in the present.
You know how messed up it
Until
is?
it's
It's
too
gonna
late.
be to kill Osvaldo again? Or I guess, yeah.
Wait,
Well, we didn't kill
Kill
him,
him.
but like, he's dead and he's like dying. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Fuck. Jesus Christ.
Oh my.
Do you think it's like chickenpox? You know, like he was sick. You know, he probably had like a chickenpox that turns him into like devils.
At the beginning of this session, I was like, oh, everything's like coming back to this like Zent and Xanathar thing. We're all kind of finally like focusing in, and then Osvaldo Chain Demon. What the fuck?
Double.
Devil. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I should have mentioned. You also hear Ben snickering on the other side of that door too.
Yeah, little shit. What the?
Because surprise, he's not. Surprise, he's not actually a moon rat. He's an imp.
Wait. Little bitch.
So what do y'all think?
A talking rat in any other campaign would raise alarms.
I knew we should have killed all the moon rats that first night.
I mean, you don't know that all the moon rats are imps.
It turns out moon rats aren't
There's
even a
only one
thing.
way to be safe. There's only one way to be safe.
Turns out they're all just imps and they lie.
Shit.
Well, that's why we can all talk, because the moon. Oh god, they believed us, okay.
A fucking bunch of suckers, dude.
Started crushing, should have never stopped crushing that night.
Oh. But they like the cheese.
I'm kind of
Liking
shocked at
cheese
how...
doesn't mean they're necessarily good. Evil people like cheese too.
Nuh-uh.
I'm kind of surprised the safe house underneath the truck went as easy as it did. I was expecting that to be a whole, like...
Yeah, look.
I expected to have, like... just
And
be-
you burned it down. You got
Yeah.
in and you burned it down. Everything's done.
Yeah, I didn't want to burn it down myself. These helpful Doomfleet people just kind of came in and burned it down. I was like, okay.
This is like the fucking Sailor Moon meme. Like, my work here's done, but you didn't do anything.
Just to confirm, the voice you heard above was not Doom.
Oh, it wasn't.
You heard
Okay.
Doomflail's voice. No.
Okay.
It definitely seems like whoever it is works for Doomflail.
Yeah, probably.
Or
I
works with
assumed
him.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
All I know is I was getting serious nail vibes, Josh. Serious nail vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
So it's fun.
I haven't seen the map yet, but I'm assuming that they're gonna show me those X's. Do they match up with the murders?
No.
No. Okay. Like
The X's... oh, good.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. The X's are on my city map. Is it only so I can see it, or can they
No,
see it
everybody should be able to see them. Green squares on the map.
I see it.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yep.
Max.
I'm definitely, now that I don't have to worry about someone coming down here, I'm definitely gonna snatch that map and take it with me.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of waste that use of the mirror chip. Hey, that's all right.
I mean, it just re-records what was previously on it, doesn't it?
It,
Like
you only use-
overrides
use,
it.
like, 24 hours.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a pretty good thing. I don't know.
This is, you know, one of the better ways to have a use of that thing. Not too much, because hey, it just gets things went easier than I expected. So hey, perfect. I have my boring class stuff things that no one else needs to care about next time.
Plan succeeded successfully.
I mean, if we start labeling all of our weird structuring papers as being done by the peasants, they're gonna set the stage for people taking that kind of metaphorically and start getting a nice revolution going on in the city.
The peasants are revolting. You can say that again. They stink on ice.
Oh wait, Josh, it's into a session. Do I need to roll something?
No, you do not.
Oh God,
yet.
does that mean he's dead?
Oh god.
You guys will find out eventually.
Eventually.
All right.
Figure out when I'll reveal that. Sorry, I'm gonna have to recalibrate some things.
Yikes.
Because we just lost a third of the party.
Not
I don't
yet.
know.
Not
Not yet.
yet. I mean, he did say to come join them, so you know.
I was hoping it was going to be a Shaun of the Dead situation where you guys would just hang out and play games.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
Also,
that was what immediately popped
that
in
could
my-
still
in my head,
happen.
too.
I mean, if you guys could get him to kind of like haul y'all out of there, and you know, we get a chain man, big monster, devil dude. You know,
I
working
mean, our
with-
friend is now just he's a devil friend. You know, that's normal.
He's still your he's still your friend.
Yeah. Sure, it's fine.
get him a nice like sharp steel, the Ritz. Happy.
I bet it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I believe in you guys.
Yeah. Me too. Asmodeus, a deterrent to robbers. My ass.
Oh my God, I just remembered something. Oh, I don't want to say though.
Say it. Just say it.
Yeah. Say it. Now you said it. Now you gotta say it.
Does Jimheim have the chime of unlocking?
No, Oz does.
I do.
Damn it! Why'd you give it to Oz?
I know.
I can unlock things from far away.
Yeah. Wait,
But
did
not
it
a
work on
fuck.
magical thing?
Ah.
I don't remember.
You're not. I don't know. Oh, that would be so useful though for you guys.
If it was for magical things, sure, but
You just unlock the door. I bet it's just a normal door lock. I bet somebody just locked you in. Normally.
you're thinking
There's
someone who
probably
has
a billion
magic
things.
around the room wouldn't also magically lock the door in some way and deal
Why
with
would
the
you
devil?
why would you spend the money on magic locks when a normal lock works just fine?
Because they're rich and they have the money.
Why bother with a door? Just blow a hole through the wall. That's the wall.
So anyway, what's our group name, guys? I'm thinking something to do with peasants, since we're, the king's palace, right?
Uh-huh.
We could be peasants, but like some underground thing, right? Well, I don't
Are the-
know.
All the king's horses?
No, it can't be king again. I'm thinking it has to be something different. Like you can't use that same
Alright.
word.
Also helps kind of keep things being paid back to us.
Peasants, plebeians, gutter
Temptations?
snipes, urchins, flea bags. I'm just
I do
trying to
like
think
snipes.
of good.
All right. Well, come on now. We're getting a little.
I'm sorry. I have only I have only derisive terms for poor people.
Rustic, the rustic shadow. Ooh.
The rustic shadow.
The royal peasants. No.
The Royal Flush Gang.
Oh, I like something with royal in it. I feel like royal's a good word to focus.
The royal bumpkins.
Imagine introducing ourselves every time. We are the royal bumpkins.
I mean, we can introduce ourselves.
I mean, it fits.
The regal hicks.
Waterdeep Waywards.
How about this? There is no royalty in Waterdeep, right? So what if we're just the royalty?
Wouldn't we get like arrested for that?
No, fuck that. I'm too rich to be arrested. Thank you very much.
Well, you're not, but I mean, you are, but you're not.
I'm too rich to be held in jail. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we get busted
Rope.
out only to come back and get killed. Shit.
Rapscallions.
Royal rapscallions only because I love alliterations.
Alliteration is fantastic.
Slum Goblin Millionaires.
The Ragamuffins.
I like ragamuffins.
What about just the muffins?
Ooh, I like muffins.
The royal muffins.
Royal muffins.
The
Regal
regal
Muffins.
muffins.
Regal
You
muffins.
have the alliteration.
It's like
still.
Ragamuffin, but regal.
Regal muffins.
Mega muffins?
The mega muffins.
Blueberry muffins.
I like blueberry muffins.
Blueberries. His Majesty's Secret Service.
His Majesty's muffins.
Majesty's muffin.
I think we need to. I think we need to open a
Majestic
bakery. I think we don't
Majesty's.
need a group name. I think we need to open a bakery and put one of these muffin names to use.
Just tell us muffin at the bar.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we make muffins at the bar. Yeah,
Now we
one
do.
of the knows was learning to bake. I remember this. This is the thing.
Bar crawlers?
I like bar crawlers.
Bar beatniks? Bar boppers?
Barflies.
Bumblebee tuna?
Let's. Yeah, I feel like this name needs to be centered around the bar, because this is what like people who go to the bar and like our regulars will probably call this too.
Bar
you know?
barroom brawlers? Bar brawlers?
I keep coming back to Royal something.
The Royal Drunks.
The Royal Bouncers.
Bouncers.
Not really.
I'd say Royal Flush is kind of has some stuff to it because
I like it.
sewers. Because the sewers were like
Alright.
at an uncommon rate.
The Cuba Libre.
Cuba Libre.
We are Cuba Libre.
Why do you want to liberate Cuba?
Yeah, which is very confusing to people who have no idea what Cuba is. The fuck is Cuba and why do they want to liberate it?
Come on. We could be the Royal Flush King.
The Mimosas.
Get out of here with your... It's Batman Beyond, isn't it? Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah, it is Batman Beyond.
The Royal Mimosas. Something to do with alcohol.
The Stewards?
An alcohol name. Royal and then like an alcohol, the type of alcohol.
The
Drink.
Royal Steins.
The
I feel like it's a good idea.
Rum Royals.
Keg runners.
Rum Royals. I like Rum Royals.
Crown Royals.
The Crown Royals. Not bad.
Just know that whatever you guys, whatever the group ends up calling itself, Laz is going to refuse to call it.
And
That's the
King will
idea.
try and distance himself from it as well to try and preserve the image of the bar. Because I think the inception of the name is going to be what's going to be tagged in the safe room underneath this place that was just burnt, involved in a gang altercation.
The new kids on the block.
The RAA, the Royal Alcoholics Anonymous.
The Raw.
The Raw.
Mm.
So, start like bomb.
The RAR. The Royal Alcoholics, Waifs, and Ragamuffins.
And then like our code names are just different like alcoholic drink names.
I do like RAR a lot.
Yeah.
That would be good.
Don't take my dumb idea.
I mean,
Sometimes the dumb ideas are the good one.
Fair.
Jolly, have you been DMing for this group?
I know.
Are you not aware of who you're DMing for.
Fair. You went back. God damn it! Why'd you go back? Stay away.
Barbasters.
What's that? What is that RAR an acronym for again? Royal Association.
Royal Alcoholics, Waifs, and Ragamuffins. I think is what I had.
Okay, workshopping something.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Why
in
are we
my
not-
head I was thinking like RAAR, not RAWR.
I mean,
No.
any act, you
Make
could
it-
do that too.
Yeah.
So, what are we?
The Regal Association of Waterdavian Ragamuffins.
It's not bad.
Also RAR.
Awesome.
Yes.
We'll never say
Also-
the full name. We're just like, we're the
We'll
RAR.
just say RAR.
And we specialize in,
We are RAR.
and we specialize
I'm cool with that.
in
I'm
exceptional.
cool with it.
I'm just gonna throw this out here because it's Oz painting it or coming up with it on the spot. I could see you guys going with the name Battletoads.
No.
Oh, I actually love Battletoads.
That is
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I think it has to tie in with our bar in some fashion.
Fair.
And Battletoads is cool, but it doesn't really tie in with the bar.
Bartoads.
I'm really liking RAR.
I'm more to RAR. We put a little subtitle on it for exceptional diversions. So it can be RAR XD.
Are we bar rangers?
We could be RAR, but also like we change what the acronym means every time we tell someone our name.
That would be kind of amazing.
would be pretty fantastic.
Okay, yeah.
We're still workshopping it.
But I thought it was this, and that. No, it was this, and this. I'm pretty sure we all agreed on it.
Everyone's got a different acronym.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, there's a different acronym. Oh, that's perfect.
Everybody thinks it means a different thing.
Yeah, the last scene of the campaign will be everybody who is still alive, which will totally be everybody in the bar. Like, no, listen, God damn it, this is what the acronym means, and then we end the campaign.
It is? Yeah, I'm okay with this idea.
I have warmed up to it, yes.
Mm-hmm.
All in
Sure.
favor, say aye.
I
Aye.
Aye.
What? Yep.
I don't-
Say
Wrong?
aye.
Aye. Hurrah. Fuck yeah.
It's decided.
Now
Well,
will
how
our
like-
characters ever say that?
Okay,
We'll see.
Susan, you need to draw something before the next session.
What?
Draw a like a cat muffin. That'll be our symbol.
Our logo.
Yeah, like a little cat muffin.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Cat muffin is good.
A muffin with a little like cat face, ears, and like some little tails and a little paw. Okay. I
Yeah.
visualized it.
Yeah.
I visualized it.
Okay. Cool.
It's probably not what you're visualizing, but I'm visualizing something, and it's good.
I was thinking of like, you know, if you think of like a donut shop, but it's like owned by who owns donut shops?
Oh my
Bakers?
god! Oh my god! And the muffin says "rar."
No, like I used to go to this donut shop as a kid, and I think they were Korean or
Oh my
something.
god!
They had-
There are a lot of Asian donut stores down.
They had a cat thing, and it's like supposed to be good luck, and it moves up and down
the
the hand.
the Neko Mimi.
Yeah,
The
whatever
little
that
cat
is.
with the one paw up.
Yeah, I was thinking like a one paw up like muffin.
Muffin.
I don't know how that would work.
I was thinking
I-
something different, but
I just keep imagining
Could do
like
that
one of
too.
those, like that episode of Steven Universe where he's got the cat heads growing out of him, like one of
Yeah.
those cat heads, but as a muffin. Preferably not growing out of a small child.
yeah. I'll do several iterations
I'm gonna
in
cat
marker.
muffin. It's just a
Well, on Cat Muffin, I think that's I'm gonna take my good night.
there is a surprising number of Google's results for cat muffin.
I'm not surprised.
Oh no, I have to search cat muffin.
Yep. Me too. Holy
Good
crap.
night, Eric.
Oh my
All
god.
right.
No,
Good
no.
night, everyone.
So that's
Good night.
great. I love this one that's just actually a cat in a basket.
Yep.